It's time for a little Funky Friday. From their funky hidden headquarters, your hosts, Keith and Gary. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pop Culture Minefield. That's Keith way down there in the left corner, and Mad Mardigan on the right.
That's weird that Tom says, hey, it's Gary and Keith, but there's like a picture of two space women.
Did our host freeze?
Yeah.
Is he drooling?
But it's weird.
He's in
somebody's screenshot. He's frozen.
That is incredibly weird. I never noticed that before.
He's
space woman
he's
thing?
Frozen reading the glory hole comment.
Oh, well, it looks like I'm taking over then.
Holy shit, there's two of them.
Oh my god, he's cloned.
The browser crashed, and I don't know why it did that.
Gary, look to the... Oh, damn. I want you to look beside yourself.
I'm not fucking blind. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, there's two of you. Yeah, I just explained to you. Yeah.
Cloning.
Gary loves himself so much, he puts two cameras of himself
Today, Yeti will be played by Fat Steven Seagal.
Fuck yourself. I'm Gary Busey and Muscle. I am Muscle Busey.
So again, our dais is Mad Mardigan, Keith from Geek Time TV, Keith from Pop Culture Minefield, who we will eventually get to see with the green shower curtain, and of course, none other than our good friend Fat Steven Seagal.
Hi.
And we are here to talk about some nerdy nerd shit. And one of the things I wanted to show, I guess I need to pull it back up since Chrome crashed, is non-entertainment related. Now you're gonna have to share it again.
We're going right for it, huh?
I want to go for it. Share it with me again, Fat Steven.
I don't think you're 100% correct saying it's not entertainment related. I'm sure
it is entertainment related. You are right, Mad Mardigan.
Give me a second. Oh wait, that's the screen. Wait, hold on, that's the screen. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta save this picture for later. Hold on.
Welcome to Boomercast.
No, I have the screenshot of him beside himself, so I wanted to save it.
Yeah, no, you're doing great.
Yeah, we're all waiting for you now.
Oh really? I'll go slower.
Yeah, slow down. Don't worry.
I gotta press the copy button, then I gotta go over to the Twitter and open up the field, and then it's good. Change the picture. What the fuck? Let me try again.
Yeah, you got it, man. Just keep going.
I like this. This is good. It's good music. It's making me get an erection. It's great.
Is that gonna get us fucking copyright struck?
Probably.
No.
Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
The Spanish Flea?
Hold on. You wanted to see what Canada uses for a picture when they're talking about glory holes being safer?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. There's that glory hole for you. Bam.
And the news article, because it disappeared from the chat when I got...
oh my god, you want me to read it for you fucking too?
There we go.
Just let that hole sink in for a minute there.
Yes, this is Canadian news, global news.
BC
They
news.
actually are saying that glory holes are safe sex during coronavirus.
Jeez.
By the way, that goes against the science because the coronavirus is held in your testicles.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's stored.
It grows from your pubic hairs and infects others.
And just to show you their website, because I love that image. That image is not on the official website.
It looks like peanut butter got scraped across the wall.
And here is the actual news article. Just really fucking ridiculous. How do you guys tolerate this shit up there in Canada?
I don't turn on the news. It's been 4 months. I don't watch the news.
Jesus Christ.
Everywhere I see is masks.
That was sent to me today by Nina Infinity because I was reacting to a current story that they dropped on Reuters that said that everyone should wear a mask during sex in Canada. And
Well,
she sent me the glory hole one is the original. That was last summer. They said that, and now they've.
What's funnier is that there's actually another mandate going if your family member or significant other that you have sex with is too ugly, here's a paper bag. And we'll be sending a paper bag to everyone via mail postal service, which is also safer than the mask.
Like, how common are glory holes that is like it would be an announcement to Canada, like, hey guys, you know those glory holes you pass? Well, start using them if you don't want the.
Well, it's part of the border process, actually,
Gross.
Matt. So what is you declare what you're coming in for, and then they hold you up against a glory hole while they search you.
Crazy.
Oh, I zoned out at the end of that. What was it?
They search you. They body cavity search you.
While your dick is inside the glory hole.
Glory hole.
It's insane.
It's nuts. It's nuts. The whole world's lost.
No, they can't fit nuts in there. It's only for the chef.
Thank you for making that joke.
I would like to see a glory hole that actually has like a cup holder for your balls. Just if we're gonna go out with a bang.
Poor Keith. Look at him.
What's up, Jace?
He's like, Mom, Dad.
Let's all say hello to the chat. We've got Jace here, Sven, Zax, Terry, and of course our close friend Six, Tim Possible, our good friend Kaylee, Parrot Head. Let's see who else is here. I'm scrolling up. Geek Time, of course, is here and on the show. That's nice to see. He's double timing it.
I am.
And that looks like that's it. Everybody else. Enigmatic Joker. Everybody else fucking hates us.
Well, there's Geek Time TV. There's Sven the Nordic Naked Ninja. Terry Wilkins here is my mod.
I said that.
I know. I just wanted to be nice.
Oh, fuck off.
Sean
is here. Hey, Sean. I don't feel like I've been fully shit on it unless Six and Sean have shit on me during the show in the chat.
Yeah, what they do is they ask Gary to hold out a hand and they shit on each other.
Hey, Cavatino's here.
Oh, also on a side note, we might have Memes of Destruction joining us on Monday, guys, which is cool because he's never seen Babylon 5. So Keith, you have another way to sell it to someone. You can indoctrinate.
Indoctrinate. Okay.
Cavatino says, I don't need no man sucking my knob.
I have a vacuum cleaner from Hoover.
I guess because you don't need it doesn't mean you don't.
I told you not to interrupt me when I'm vacuuming.
Yeah, it reminds me of a cartoon I saw when I was, it was in an adult magazine. I think I was like 17 or 18, laughed my butt off. It's like a line of people going into heaven, and you see all these people, in line that have just died, and each one's like saying what they died from. And one of the guys in the back looks at the other one and says, I died saving children in a fire. What'd you die? Vacuum cleaner accident. Don't really want to talk about it.
Man.
Oh, Kylak has joined us. Not, yeah. That most of the porn you found when you were a kid was in the woods.
Yeah, it was in the woods. Yeah.
Well, back when we were kids, now it's on the internet, so they don't have to do
Right?
the wood hunting anymore.
Because tell a kid like if you want to look at porn, go out to the woods. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy, probably for a lot of reasons, but mostly.
I think I have
have
that picture of Runner somewhere.
There's my forest porn for you. There we go.
You remember that picture I did?
Yeah,
What was it? Porn news, and so Runner just sitting there with the porn hiding under the tree.
Yeah. I was gonna have him do a whole segment of him going through the woods trying to find it. Just
Sean, come on. You're gross.
No, he wasn't actually gonna find it. He was gonna find like just a regular magazine, but have like a paper tape to it on the front with like stick figures and like, ooh, found it. And it yeah.
Pornography is great.
I don't know what's going on, Six. Google's been doing some weird shit over the last week, so just do your best.
Hey, at least YouTube admitted they had a problem with subs.
Oh yeah, it only took them a week and a half.
That's short. It took like 3 weeks, but I got all those missing subs. They came in.
So did I, and a lot of people who realized they didn't have as many as they thought, and they took it away.
But what they're doing now is my views are going in reverse on everything.
You guys can't see it here. I can't highlight it. But Soul Assassin asked the question, "Sup, y'all? Hell you talking about? Wood porn?"
There's also another thing now. I suppose it's been around for a while, but it was brought to my attention that if you get a new subscriber, they now have to watch at least 3 minutes of your content for that subscription to stay, or it will auto unsub.
Are you kidding?
After how long?
That's shitty. Because
Oh.
they paid for that. Oh wait, you're talking about subbing, not joining. Gotcha.
Yeah.
How long did they have to watch the 3 minutes?
I don't know. That's one thing they didn't say. But supposedly, usually, if you come to a channel, they're expecting you to watch the first video for 3 minutes. So what you could do is make sure your welcome video is 3 minutes long and auto playing once they get there.
Yeah.
Still doesn't mean they're going to sit through the whole thing.
Well, if it's good music, they will.
Little Herb Alpert.
I don't like Herbert.
Why would people block you, Six?
Yeah, I don't know.
No one blocks you, Six, at all. And if they do, it's because they're terrified.
That's what it is.
I mean, I tried blocking you, and it doesn't stick. You just keep coming back, messaging me.
I'm not getting involved in this.
She shits on me all the time. Every once in a while, I got to shit right back. And here's her response because I'm a fucking bitch.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not.
Oh, before we get into that one, did you guys watch the final episode of Invincible?
Yes.
Not yet.
Oh,
I'm going to do that.
Come on, man. Jesus
I
Christ.
haven't seen that yet.
I've seen
haven't seen it
everybody
yet.
raving.
Last week's episode 7, was, in my opinion, one of the best superhero battles in animation.
yeah.
And it was so fucking good. And then this final episode opens still in the middle of that fucking battle.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
It was brutal.
They changed a lot of stuff or brought stuff
Forward.
forward
Yeah.
from the comic book. And I'm so glad they did because I think it flows better.
It does.
And it is one of the better finales of a series I've seen in a while.
Well, they have also been signed for season 2 and 3, so we can expect better seasons. And the way they ended, I'm not going to do it on a cliffhanger. And the way it was,
I'm hoping they
good.
rush it. Even though when I say rush it, I don't mean rush and make it worse. I mean they already know where they're going, and just pump the money in there so they can get it animated and released in 6 months instead of 12. And Sven says,
Matt, are you looking at your own tweets and giggling?
How did TikTok?
No. Kip and I, we both
Hi,
made
Terry.
videos about culture. They weren't flattering. I guess we didn't know we were both making one, and then we sent it to him. He's like, "Holy shit, man, what?" Yeah, mine's pretty good.
You need to Photoshop his face on the fire starter guy from Prodigy in that one outfit with the shaved head, with just a little at the back, and you would love.
Zax, no, they do not. It's a very good fucking ending. I can't say what it is because this guy over here hasn't seen it yet, so we can't.
Here, I'll just do
talk
this.
about it. Whoa.
I'll take my head.
Neither have I.
Go ahead.
Oh my god!
Neither Keith has watched it.
So Black and
Watch
White
what?
Keith have failed us today.
We have. I'm
Oh,
off.
I haven't watched the first episode of.
Gary, some people used to call the
Hilarious.
1-900 number to get poop on their chest. Otherwise, my cousin lied to me.
It's not even that. You can just go to the nearest stall at a public restroom, and it has it there on the wall.
Oh yeah.
976. Boop me.
They have local area codes as well now for that quick poop. It's called the Feces and Run.
Gary, do better.
Do better. Do better.
Oh, hey,
Keep
look
there,
who's-
Gary.
Casinos in the ring, casinos in the ring, no fucks given, casino, casinos in the ring.
I didn't see that here.
Okay, that's great. Are we really pulling out culture videos? Because I got one too then.
Sure, we're doing it.
He doesn't care. He won't watch us ever, so it's all good.
Yeah,
He's in
no,
the chat right now.
He doesn't know I'm here.
Is he in the chat right now?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Didn't know Amber Heard had a job before acting, pooping on people's chests. Yeah. What's up,
sick.
Soul Assassin? How you doing today, buddy? So let's get into it, Keith. Our highlight story is that the first fight, which I don't think this is really the first fight. This is the
Yeah.
first fight that Warner Brothers has won. The Justice League Snyder Cut is the first fight that was won by AT&T.
I don't
just
think
got
he
removed.
appreciated your line of questioning. Oh,
Well, something
What
popped
happened?
up. Well, I went to click on the thing that Fat Steven added, and then all of a sudden, all the video shifted right as I went to click.
Oh,
So I don't know why it does that. It's stupid.
Cecil? No fucking way. Anyway,
Oh.
he's still one of my best friends in the whole world, and probably one of the most genuine human beings and funniest that I know is Wes Moody. So thank you all for finding your way over here.
It gets
If you're
better.
not already subscribed, if you are subscribed, you've
The
got a
24th.
unique opportunity to enjoy a whole lot of
Here it
people
comes.
just having a really good time. So thanks for being here. You guys make everything happen. If you're not subscribed to the wonderful, wonderful people on this, shut the fuck up, dickhead.
3 hours later.
Yeah, it's
2
fucking
minutes
funny.
later, we were still laughing.
So anyway, Keith, we've got this situation at Warner where Warner seems to have won their first fight.
well, I just think that at this point, AT&T's got to be hanging back going, let's see who else wants to really, really leave their job. Seriously, I think that's the point where we're at now. I think AT&T is just waiting to see who else wants to really, really not be employed anymore.
So they've
So
given
that's-
him some
that's-
rope, and they said, "Here,
Yeah.
go hang yourself
In
Yeah.
4K.
in 4K."
And of
I
course,
mean-
the thing that won was JJ Abrams DC Universe.
I had a
Yeah.
question though. What's the thread count when you hang yourself? How many threads do you use?
Anyway,
600.
with it looking like they're going to release a 4K version of Warner Brothers Justice League directed by Joss Whedon, I get the fact they want to keep that movie canon. They released a press release about that before Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. But you got to put it in 4K. Really? Who really wants to see that movie in 4K?
I do.
I'm serious.
No, Keith, I'm serious. I would rather have a 4K release of Joss Whedon yelling at everyone on the movie set during filming. That would be a better release.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to be yelling at anybody on a
Did you
film
just
set for
lock
quite
the
a while.
dough in the closet?
Yes,
I wish, because somebody had to have recorded it, like they did Christian Bale going off, "Oh, great, fucking walking on my set." I'd love to.
good for
I'd love to
you.
see a Joss Whedon version of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be a little more
no.
profanity laden, especially after the whole James Marsters thing got reported. But I just think that overall, this is really Toby and Amy having some fun pushing boundaries, because I've heard that the Batman was actually meant to be Walter Hamada's last stand, that he was definitely going to lose his job if the Batman did not do well. None of this stuff that's happening right now looks like it's going to be pushing that any further. Okay? So either they're acting like we'll wait to cross that bridge and we're just going to start throwing stuff at the wall, or they think they might be able to save Walter no matter what the Batman does, and continue on going and just think that AT&T is not going to respond in kind if they end up losing more money. So
Do you think they're still going to put out the Zack Snyder Blu-ray, right? The 4K.
oh yeah,
They're gonna do
that's
the
happening.
4K.
Yeah. So do you
Yeah.
think that they actually think they're going to go head to head and outsell it to prove their point? Do you think they're that clueless?
No,
arrogant?
I think the point is to actually put it out. What happens after that really is not what they're concerned about. Look, they're playing with other people's money is what it comes down to.
True.
Okay, as Gary and I have often said, AT&T is running the show right now. Okay? For whatever reason, they're allowing, Annie and Toby to continue to do what they're doing. That's fine. It's fine. Realistically, you can do whatever you want. Kevin Feige could tomorrow do a live press briefing about the future of the MCU with 2 hookers and smoking crack on camera. Disney'd be great with it. Okay? Because he's made them so much money. Right. He has made them so much money. What have these jokers actually done? I'm serious. What have they actually done?
Nothing. The whole everything they have over there is a mess. It's a disjointed mess. They have no idea what they're dealing with. The only one who not that he made faithful adaptations, but the only one who at least had a vision was Zack Snyder.
And
the thing. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like the Kylock brought up the Russo brothers. Like, I would much rather see a Justice League made by them than I would Zack Snyder, because the Russo brothers have just always had like a very like good touch. You know what I mean? Like, even in Community, the paintball episodes were freaking awesome with the action and everything, and they really can direct action, especially with the crew. Like, they have that guy that directed Thor in that Extraction, right? I mean, freaking awesome movie, fantastic. Like, yeah, I would love to see them do Justice League.
Hookers and crack. There's a question. Soul Assassin. Hookers and crack. Care to explain, Keith?
Black
You know
crack
what?
and hookers.
I think what it comes down to is Kevin Feige can do whatever the blank he wants. I mean,
he has a certain amount. He has a certain amount of autonomy because he hasn't had a big fail.
No, and any failures that Marvel have had in connection to film were really not his decision and or other companies that were not under his purview. So, as far as Kevin Feige is concerned, his record is clean. It's good. So, oh geez, this is just a mess. This is a full-blown mess over there, and literally, I'm waiting for AT&T to just walk into the room and, decide beatings will now commence. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for them to just walk in the room and just start beating everybody.
What you're waiting for is this.
When you're slapped, you'll take it and like it.
Can you do that again, please? That almost got me hard. That almost got me hard. Do that again.
When you're slapped, you'll take it and like it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are you the?
And I used a Warner film to do it.
Are you the one getting slapped, like in this version you're thinking of, Steven?
Only if you're the one slapping me, man.
Oh, well.
For the gay portion of the show, thank you.
Nothing.
Not that there's anything wrong.
There's no eye contact.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We're in different area codes.
Yeah. We just send pictures of our junk and then we cut them out and paste them together and send them back. But we want to have happen.
It's not a leap year. It's not gay.
Kylock, you're not the only one that's kind of wanting that, and it's odd that anybody would want Disney, who is a apparently very woke company, buying DC, but to have both comic companies under one roof would be interesting. And that's what I've been hearing other people saying, is that they want not DC Cinematic, they're wanting them to buy DC Comics.
Why? The Marvel comics are abysmal mess. Have you
Look
seen
at
those
the
X-Men redesigns?
Yeah, they were shit.
Holy crap.
No, that was really good.
Yeah,
it was so good.
X-Men show.
You know that bin at the Party City for Halloween?
Oh, Sean's trying to
no, that's his
Keith.
That's his safe word when he wants to stop. That's
the safe word is banana. Being slapped gets her hard too. That's interesting.
Hard nipples.
Interesting.
Little slap and tickle. Okay. I think this show has completely perversely derailed. But it is Steelers. So
hey now, Zach.
Also, be careful that he does not follow you to the
Steelers
bathroom.
fan too.
Careful he doesn't follow you to the stall.
When I played football, the two football players of the time when I was in high school that I admired most were Jack Ham and Jack Lambert.
Awesome. Oh, Lambert was
because I was a standing up linebacker,
Nice.
and I freaking liked it, and
Kyla,
I admire the
that-
shit out of those. See, for love of Xeno, stay away from DC Disney. I think
Yeah.
a comma was needed there, Soul Assassin. I would
Yes.
comma.
DC
That's-
can't buy anything anyway right now.
Yes, they can. They can. Yes, they can. They can buy themselves more debt.
Yeah, right.
And how are you doing today, Christian? Let's see, Kyla. Question: if you guys had to choose someone to be the Feige of DC, who would you pick?
Gwyneth Paltrow, if she makes Wicked candle.
Seriously, that has been the problem since 2000 with DC film. They
can't
don't
find
have
one.
anyone, and if you were to come up with anyone, it would still be, hey, would the studio allow that person to have the kind of power that Feige has? That's the problem for Universal. That's the problem for Sony. That's the problem, really, even for Paramount.
Yeah, but I think they've got him now. They think it's JJ.
Yeah, but JJ, from what I'm hearing, doesn't really want to be that guy. He's doing as little as possible to quote unquote earn that $500 million.
Well,
But in the end,
That's what he always does. He'll start the damn thing and then walk away and leave.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, like, I'm sure it's going to start pretty good. Like, if you want someone to give you those, the Philsberg, like the feelings you get when you watch the Steven Spielberg, but only like shittier, then yeah, JJ's your guy. Like,
Dometry Spielberg. Yeah.
I honestly
if
think
he's
they
gonna
just have-
if he's gonna copy anybody, and yeah, Steven Spielberg's a good one to copy. He
I
just
just
doesn't
don't-
live up to it.
I just don't think they've offered JJ the common package from Canada, which is that glory hole that's safe. And once he gets that glory hole
There
pack,
you go.
he'll be good to go. Yeah.
Hey, Keith, Kylak has a question. You want to sum it up real quick, even though I know that's not in your nature to sum up quickly.
I could come hard, but not quickly.
at this point, it looks like JJ Abrams's ideas, which are the Superman, Justice League Dark, and pretty much a whole host of other DC properties, some of which you've not heard of, or at least considered the BC team stuff, are all being pushed forward at Warner Brothers.
How hard
And
they get
it's-
pushed?
Basically, they're being worked on at this point. They are going. They're going to basically make sure that stuff happens, and that anything related to Snyderverse doesn't happen. They're still going to move forward with what The Rock wants to do, but it seems like they're telling him to piss right off. I mean, that's really what I'm getting out of that whole thing about JJ being allowed to be the guy, is that you're basically telling The Rock to just shut up, fulfill your contract, and let it go. So when we hear that The Rock is talking probably right now to Kevin Feige, I'm sure he'll find a way of winding up in the
Marvel.
MCU.
Yeah, exactly.
I just like to say I am not affiliated with any global news articles. And I refuse to admit that they used my picture on Twitter.
Yeah, I like Philsberg too. That's good. So it looks like what a trash fire over there, Keith.
It is.
Honestly, it's just a
There-
trash fire.
There's nobody really in charge of this stuff. And even though Hamada is the guy, quote unquote, in charge, he is, as I've said before, he's taken the lazy way out. Okay? From what I'm hearing, he wants JJ to be the guy. He wants JJ to basically be the architect, even though he's the one that's actually in charge of DC Entertainment and DC Films, and he just thinks it's easier to let JJ be in charge. But the thing is I'm still hearing the last thing I heard about Hamada was the fact that his future is tied to the success of the Batman. If that film does not do well, from what I'm hearing, they're going to cut him.
I mean, he's lucky he's got the brand Batman on it. It's going to make a bunch of money just because of that.
Hopefully, I hope the movie's good.
So do
but
I.
from what I've been hearing,
Yeah,
that can go any way.
Yep.
I would not be willing to bet my life on the success of the Batman.
No, I think they
No,
realized
it's they've had
quickly.
so much trouble.
they made a mistake casting that guy.
Well, yeah, because you have a director that didn't want that particular actor. The studio wanted Robert Pattinson.
Right.
Now let's go into a positive mode here because Mikey Sutton just shared this link with me, and this is a giant freaking robot talking about the confirmation that John Barenthal will be fighting Spider-Man.
They're fighting them?
Good news.
Wait. Oh, wait. So wait. The only thing I can think of it's related to.
I'll go ahead and I'll read it. It looks like Tom Holland is going to meet the Punisher after all in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. With a new phase of stories coming down the pike and a number of new characters being brought into the mix, there might be continued blurred lines around who is in or on whose side. And confirming the giant freaking robot scoop from earlier in the week, Geekosity, which is Mikey Sutton, has it that John Barenthal as the Punisher and Tom Holland as Spider-Man are going to come to a significant odds along the way.
Why do I have a feeling they're doing the when Spider-Man in the comic as the cartoon, right? He turned into the Man Spider, and Punisher was the one that saved him. Why do I have a feeling that's going to be the story?
I don't know, but I remember reading a comic where it was Punisher versus the vampire guy. What's his name?
Morbius.
Morbius.
Or Morpheus.
And that was a really good comic. I enjoyed the crap out of that.
And
I think it's all good news. This is another case of the MCU knocking it out of the park. So, and this is all due to having signed almost all the actors that they had on Netflix.
yeah.
So this really favors Disney and the MCU more so than Sony. So,
Well,
and
it's
it depends
funny.
on where. Sorry, I was just it just depends on where they're going to have this happen. Is it going to be in the Spider-Man movie, or is it going to be in something else?
Well, there's
like
going to be so many crossovers now.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. But I find it funny that there's only one actor from the Netflix Marvel Cinematic Universe that nobody seems to want to be brought back.
Iron Fist.
Iron
Yeah,
Fist.
it's like because he did such a shitty job. It was
He
so-
did.
I don't blame him. I blame like
the casting
Yeah.
was bad. The
Yeah.
person who cast him should have been fired. The person that was doing the fight choreography should have been fired.
yeah. But real quick on this, they were not just making out, and that's Lenny Kravitz's daughter too.
Oh no, yeah, he was.
Yeah, it was a
Matt
full-on bang
caught
on.
them fucking.
Oh yeah,
on
yeah. He
the
was knocking the
Batmobile.
bottom out.
They
And
have
it
streak
pissed
marks
him
on the
off.
hood.
Pissed him off.
well, he and Pattinson have just they don't like each other, and if that movie is a success, let's just think, who is the studio actually going to hang on to? I mean,
I think that conflict could actually do the movie some good. Like, I mean, if they're able to get that emotion onto the screen, and also like, I kind of like my Bruce Wayne or Batman like being in Catwoman on his Batmobile. Like that's pretty fucking Bruce Wayne. Like,
From what I understood, though, they had rapped, and that's why they did it. And then I guess Matt Reeves doesn't want him for.
I doubt he rapped anything.
Hey, Lenny Kravitz's daughter, you want to fuck on the Batmobile?
Can you
I-
quote your dad and sing American Woman while I thrust in a medium pace?
Only song we know.
I
from
want to
them.
address Christian's comment here. Keith, you have any thoughts
Yeah.
on this?
enough time has passed.
Enough time has passed, but also it was mentioned a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, that there was apparently in their contracts an agreement with Marvel Studios.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, the entire thing that they did for Netflix really was a Marvel Studios production, but that it was a joint production with Netflix. Netflix again can keep all of those shows. They could have continued to show all that stuff in infinitum, but that Disney and Marvel wanted to end it all so they could eventually use these actors after a certain period of time in their films. And it looks like enough time has passed that everybody now is eligible, with the exception of Mr. Finn Jones.
And
which was Finn Jones?
Iron Fist.
Oh,
You
yeah.
saw that, didn't you, Keith?
I saw that, Steven.
So yeah, let talk about this, Geek. Geek time. Come on, tell us.
Oh no! When it first dropped, I did a video and I made it clear that it's just a rumor. It came off 4chan, for Christ's sakes. And I just got pulverized for it.
Wow.
Twitter, YouTube comments, thumbs downs, the whole bit. Yeah, a bunch of people going, "This is bullshit." I'm like, I didn't say it was true. I just laughed at it. Basically, I just laughed my ass off. But
I got
6, when I show comments, the names disappear. I have no control over that. When I pop the comment up, the name disappears. So
this was just shared by a friend
It's
of
on the
mine,
top.
CJ, and it looks like Captain Marvel toy went Chinese with receding hairline.
what?
Yeah, Jerry, I shared it to you.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to read something from
Sorry.
6. So what do we have here?
This is a
Oh,
Captain
Captain
Marvel,
Marvel.
toy. Look at the.
What the fuck?
She looks like one of the Klingon sisters from Star Trek Next Generation without the makeup.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
One of the Duras
Paralyzed?
sisters.
Duras sisters, that's it. Yeah.
Wait, was she paralyzed? Why does she have
Lursa
that?
or Bator?
Look at the far. Look at the right under Biggles' Met. Look.
That's
Who is
Charles,
sexier, Ursa?
That's a Charles Xavier head with a wig with a plastic hair.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah,
How
those
did
eyebrows.
somebody-
True.
How did somebody not get fired for this?
Well,
It's
that
a power
makes sense.
effect.
That it's Charles Xavier, because you see the hole right there, like, you know, that people like that are on life support or whatever have to, you know, to breathe through or some shit.
Oh,
Ah, yeah.
Have you
she
noticed
got
the
throat
small?
cancer. That's her.
Did you guys look
I'm
at the
here to
picture
thank
beside?
you.
It's called a stoma.
But look at
Oh,
the
is that what
picture
it's called?
beside the toy, right where her head is, and it has a little hand pressing her chest. You know.
Little baby hand playing with her boobs. Oh wait, hold on. Is that a glory hole?
I think that's a Wi-Fi hole.
I was gonna make a really bad joke.
You know,
Put it in the chat.
it's kind of funny because the face sculpts have gotten so much better, even on Hasbro toys and stuff.
Check out those
See
angry
this.
eyebrows, though.
It's like they didn't even try. Holy freaking crap!
Wow.
It is. It's Charles Xavier. They painted the lips pink.
Hey, 6.
Oh, Marty,
Stop telling me
I
how to do my
agree.
damn job unless you want to jump here and do it for me.
Oh my god! Look at the fact that receding hairline though. Look how big her forehead is. That's so weird. It's
No, I think White Keith got it immediately. That is a Professor Xavier head with
Professor Xavier in transition to Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
you
land an aircraft on there, Zach says.
Oh, you think like Charles like accidentally ran somebody over for his car and before he gets arrested?
There you go. Is Xavier now a trans?
I was just gonna say, watch the comic books introduce the new Captain Marvel as Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
Oh,
like
wow.
he killed somebody, like, you know, driving a car when he's not supposed to. He's paralyzed,
Right.
And then next thing you know, he's gonna be running for governor of California. So
Or Charlene.
Or
Xavier.
they're mocking that Superman that came up from Brian Hitch. That he told all
Oh
the
my
fans.
God.
Hey, what's up,
F
Real
off.
Wade Nation? Welcome to the chat.
Brian Hitch. Yeah, another one.
I can't stop. Yes, I can. It's gone.
make sure you look at the private chat. I was so close to saying it.
Wow.
Is that a glory hole? Maybe an age. Oh my god.
Well,
And-
I
Wow, look,
just,
he went off screen.
I just,
Who, me? I had to sneeze.
Who
I
are
didn't-
the Eternals, and why does it seem like they're going super woke with it?
They are.
a comic book that was created by Jack Kirby after he had come back to Marvel after working for DC. Basically, it was Jack Kirby's continuation of the work that he had begun with the Fourth World. So it's Marvel's version of really the New Gods.
I was just gonna say the new guys.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I have a theory about that movie, but I'll wait till we do the Oscar stuff because it has something to do with that.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. I just got an update from Michael Barron.
Mike Barron?
Yeah, Mike comes from
Florida man?
Named Michael. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if it's the same one. So it's,
Here we go.
damn it, Gary.
He just got this delivery.
Yeah, he did.
Ooh,
Florida Man Comics, bro. They're sick.
Yeah.
cool.
That is so badass. I
Yeah,
look forward to being on that show with him. That's going to be fun.
He's popped up a few times on the Florida show with Reyna, and it's great when he shows us some of the artwork. That bunny
is that
scene.
guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
The one we made Eat the Peep. The old
What?
Marshmallow Peep. The Marshmallow Peep. Oh, never mind.
I wasn't there. I mean, I know what a peep is.
Those are gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I taught Zoe this little trick with peeps because I think they're gross too. I can't stand them. But my daughter loved them. And you put one in a microwave for a few seconds and it blows up to 4 to 5 times its normal size. And her eyes got so huge. She was like 5 years old. She's like, oh my God. And that was her. For years, she did that. It was funny.
That's probably better than those. I buy those little. My daughter wants those all the time. The little things you can throw in the tub. The animals that are supposed, the sea creatures that are supposed to get bigger.
Yeah.
And they don't. They stay the same size. Maybe they get like.
I think you're doing it wrong. Because like you can put them in a cup of water and they grow.
Really?
Yeah,
I throw them in the tub and.
Is
Yeah,
the
you're doing
bathtub
it
full of
wrong.
water, though?
Oh, damn it!
Like they have instructions on it because it's made for kids, so they want
Yeah.
it to be for them to be able to figure it out. Like
Either that or I just keep buying defective ones. I don't know.
I bet you
It
still have a
never seems to
bald
work.
chia pet.
You're a failure.
I'm a failure as a father.
I
Thank
can no
you.
longer
Thank you,
work the
Black Keith.
sponge toy.
Parrot Head wants me to check my twatter. All right, let's head over there and see
Keith,
what filthy shit he sent me.
Keith, you know why
Oh,
they
man.
have
I
those
wonder if it's the same
sponge
thing he
things
sent
that
me.
get bigger, right? For like the tub and stuff. It's not because it's the toy, because the parents expect the kid to clean up the,
Oh, I've
the
seen
calcium
this one.
ring after they leave the tub.
I've seen this
Right.
before. Let me
Is it the watermelon one?
No, share screen.
Oh
share
no, I'm
screen.
terrified.
It's this one. It's not the Avengers toys.
Oh,
yeah.
my
Oh,
God. Oh, look, it is the new X-Men.
Endless tussle.
What's with the
Incredible
Twilight
fella.
Greg? What's with the
Regular
Twilight-
raccoon.
Oh my God.
Taken.
I'm going to
or
buy 2 fedora
Token
runs.
girl.
I want Twilight Greg.
Detective
Nighty-night.
Horse.
That's actually not bad. The nighty night. That's actually pretty clever.
Token Girl is my favorite.
You want to go night night? Yeah, I like
Okay,
that.
girl.
Hey, Detective Horse, why the long face?
Oh,
Incredible Fella looks like Shrek after plastic surgery.
By the way, did Parrot send you the one about the female dolphins?
Oh no, I'm not looking at that one again.
Oh, I gotta find it.
Also in the news yesterday, I saw that big changes are coming for the Disney Star Wars park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna pay everyone in Mickey Mouse ears.
I suspect they're going to pay 25% and bring in some legacy shit. Going, we need this to fucking succeed. Shut up, Kennedy.
I saw the ride's like 18 minutes long and they can't run it that long because of COVID protocols. So they have to change how it works now.
That's just like in Disneyland, though, right?
Yeah, California, right? I think.
Yeah, because Florida, they don't give a shit. You can ride it as long as you want.
Exactly.
But are we going to get to the whole the story you had it up earlier about Rey, may have some Skywalker, because I just put together what they were doing because I read an article that apparently is related, but I didn't see this one, and I
Do
put
like
that
a
shit.
snow
Well,
can?
this is once again it's from CBR, one of the dumbest fucking websites out there. People who rely on CBR are the same kind of people that go to MSNBC for their news.
It should just say a subsidiary of the Mary Sue.
Yeah,
It's
it's really what it is. They think the same, they write the same. So here you go. Star Wars hints that Rey could really have a Skywalker blood. Although
And so could
Rey
I.
was said to be a Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker, a new Star Wars story suggests that she might have closer ties to the Skywalkers.
By the way,
Oh boy, shall we read on?
It wasn't
Let's
said
talk.
she was a Palpatine. It was revealed that she legit is a Palpatine. Like,
They also said that Snoke might have been created from Luke's severed hand from Empire.
yeah, you're jumping the gun. I think like that's what.
Because
No,
you know
it was
that-
an article yesterday.
Yeah,
The
that's-
hand was
that's
referred to
related
several
this.
times in the expanded universe, which Kennedy says doesn't exist. There's a lot of things they could have done with Luke's hand in the story.
I could have done something.
Because if it were me, that's where she would have come from. Why she has no memory of parents is because she was cloned. That's what
they're
I would have
doing,
done.
though. That's what they're doing.
They should have
Because,
done
like-
that from the get-go in the film series. To do this after the fact, it's like
Poor planning.
what?
Poor planning.
Well,
Poor
it's
planning.
yeah, piss poor planning, and it's you're trying to fix what you broke.
Yeah, no, you're trying to justify like declaring that she is Rey Skywalker when like in unison, everyone that gave a shit about Star Wars just said, "Fuck no! What are you talking about, woman? Rey? That's not how names work. You dumb.
It's like the way I argued with Doomcock, which made no dent in him because he was ignoring logic. Is that if it's not in the fucking script, it's not in the fucking movie. That's a rule. It's a law. If it's not in the fucking script, it's not in the fucking movie. So now they're just going back and trying to rewrite it. And I'm sure that fucking idiot author, whatever.
Hater Hidalgo.
Hidalgo. God, I fucking
God.
hate that guy. Probably
what
was
if they
part of
improv
the.
it, though? Like it's in the movie, but it's not in the script because it was improv.
That's different.
Okay.
Because once it's on screen, it's becomes basically part of the script. Like Harrison Ford's ad lib about I know,
Ooh,
it
could you
doesn't really
imagine-
change anything. It just adds to his character.
Could you imagine having to like write the script for Ghostbusters 2016 after they spend 3 hours doing some bad improv? Sorry. We're going to be covering that movie on Wednesday on the Best Last Opinion. We're really excited to see it.
It's such a bad movie. I bought it for my daughter so she could see it, Zoe, and I was so proud of her when after she saw it. She goes, "That was dumb. It was terrible. I hated that."
I had one of those
That's what-
AMC, passes where you could just go for free.
Yeah.
So I went to see it. And I was watching it hanging over the edge of the chair. Like, I just couldn't believe I was watching. It was so bad.
Well, you look at like the original script that Dan Aykroyd wrote for Ghostbusters was like as thick as a phone book, the New York phone book. And he had no idea how to write a script. And it went off on all these different stories into the future, into the past. It was true sci-fi. And Harold Ramis got a hold of it and it's like, this won't work. And
We're just going to pare this down.
we're just gonna pull this one little section out and make that into a movie. And that's what he did. Harold Ramis's job was to go in there along with the director because he was elbows deep in helping develop the script. I just forgot his name. What's his name, Keith? Other old guy that might not remember. Like he's drawn a blank too. Fuck you.
Wow.
Nicholas
I am
Meyer
now
is the
drawing-
only name that pops into my head from Star Trek.
No, it's not Nicholas Meyer.
Well, I know it's not.
Robert Orsi? No.
No, that's another Star
No,
Trek.
it's the other easy laugher.
Kurtzman.
Kurtzman doesn't really laugh. He just sort of,
The easy laugher.
Ivan
Right.
Reitman?
Yeah, that's
I
it.
just fucking
Oh,
looked
Ivan
it up and I was waiting for everybody to finish. Thanks for butting in, Dick. No, it's
What the fuck?
Yeah, because his son Jason's the one that's directing.
Jason's
You-
directing a new one.
But
So-
Ivan
Reitman was elbows deep in the development of the script. He felt certain things needed to be focused on. Mostly, what his big concern was not the comedy, but the story. Mm-hmm. And this is proof again that Fag guy, oddly close to the German word for gay, which is Fagela, or Hebrew, or what is that? The New York Hebrew based on German. What is that?
I don't want anything to do with what you're doing right now.
That's because you don't understand what I'm saying. But anyway,
all I heard was Hebrew, Germans. Go on, sorry.
Yiddish.
Oh, okay.
That's the Yiddish word for gay.
Does anyone else realize that if he keeps that up, keeps Sean's up, Matt almost looks like Kilroy popping over the edge of the bed, just like looking at
Who the fuck is Kilroy?
You don't know who
Kilroy?
No,
Kilroy.
That's why I'm asking. Who the fuck is Kilroy?
Fuck KK, fucking ass face. Jace 540, you don't like KK? Are these people trying to make their head canon the canon now?
Yes.
Ghostbusters 2016 novelization would be 2,000 pages. 2016. And Soul Assassin says Ghostbusters 2016 was so bad the toys were on clearance before the movie came out. It's true.
They can't even sell a flashlight.
They couldn't even sell them on clearance. Nobody wanted them. The Knights of Ren also had a giant impact in the films, but just like off screen or something. Yeah, it was really dumb what they did with that. McKinney says, "Happy Friday, everybody." Happy Friday, buddy. Rowan.
Wait, before we get too past it, because I had a question about the Knights of Ren. I don't remember. Were they ghouls or was the stormtrooper saying cool? Awesome. We can move on.
Know. Yeah.
There's a scene in the movie where like they walk past some stormtroopers, and one of them, or First Order trooper, whatever, and one of them's like, oh, ghouls. It's either they're like, oh, these things are ghouls, or oh, cool. I don't remember which one it is. But
I'm just trying to figure out how many times they typed Ivan Reitman. I'm just
wait. They chose a guy, the actor for Guy Gardner.
Hi, Kate.
What?
Finn Wittrock is to headline the Green Lantern HBO Max series as Guy Gardner.
Oh.
Yeah, well, there's some supposed uproar over the character casting, so I don't know.
Oh.
Why was Ivan Reitman moderated?
It was every time because you guys are spamming it. Probably that's why it got moderated, because you were spamming.
They kept typing it over and over again.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. That's why I was.
That's Google.
I think Sean has like obsessive compulsive disorder, so he had to do it 5 times, otherwise it wouldn't stick.
I think he was just trying to get our attention. Pay attention to me.
They were a knockoff of the Nazgul, but they didn't do anything with them.
That's the problem. Is they create this interesting pack of,
mysterious evil,
warriors, and just leave it there.
Yeah,
it's a mystery box.
They weren't even in the second one.
We'll never open it. We're never going to open that mystery box. Fuck you guys. That's what a mystery box is. Mystery box is a fuck you to the audience.
No, it's a fuck you. It's a fuck you to whoever's supposed to come in after him and try to make sense of it. Like JJ has no problem just like, setting this up, setting this. Ooh, look at all these threads I'm giving y'all. I have, you know what I mean? Like I have no intention of coming back. And then when he comes back, he's like, fuck.
Exactly. Because he had no idea what to do with it himself. He just set it up and walked away.
It was definitely something that the Lucasfilm Story Group found troubling when they were giving Rian Johnson his marching orders. But that entire situation with all of this stuff in Lucasfilm is about as bad as what's going on with Warner Brothers and DC right now.
A question: Does Rian Johnson actually march, or is it more like a hot air balloon order because his head's so big?
Look, I'm not a Rian Johnson fan at all, but I will say this: it's kind of a pretty I want to say pimp or badass, but it like JJ throws out all these mystery boxes with no intention of ever doing it, and Ron's like, "Fuck it, fuck that. We're not doing this. We're not just get rid of all of it and do whatever." I mean, that's pretty.
Well, to be fair, Ryan Johnson, while he was the director of that movie, was not the creative guy in charge of the film. Ryan Johnson was hired because he was willing to take dictation from the Lucasfilm Story Group. They wanted someone who was going to be able to follow their orders in the way that they thought. And Lucasfilm Story Group were the ones that decided that, okay, we don't like this about what JJ did. We don't like this about what JJ did. We don't like this. So he was just pretty much just taking notes. And just like what happened before, you had a director that was able to come along and just take credit, even though he may not have creatively done everything himself.
So we got
a
Hidalgo.
lot of his Hidalgo was part of it, but he wasn't the whole Lucasfilm Story Group. But it's just I think what you had in his situation was he's a talented director who's also a bit of a troll, and that made him
a bit of a troll.
Idiot.
I mean, that was his career, really. Not making movies, but being on Twitter trolling nerds way back before Star Wars. Him, his buddy, and this other girl, they would just sit there and team up and just go back and forth and just fucking shit all over nerds. I hated the guy. I unfollowed him, blocked him years ago.
Oh, really? That was the one endearing part of him I found. Like, hell yeah.
I'm a subscriber.
So Eric O'Sullivan says, perhaps Mike Zero is the new Star Wars edition at CBR.
Editor.
And God, Mike Zero. I think
he'd be more entertaining.
He's such a sweetheart. He really is. I got really angry when Ryan Johnson took a direct shot at him because the Post-it note was a direct response to Mike Zero when he said, your Snoke theory sucks. Which, of course, my response to that was when I did a meme that corrected the writing on the Post-it note. Says, my Snoke sucks. And Mike Zero, if you get this is like what I said before, if you get your news from Mike Zero for Star Wars, you may as well be going to MSNBC. Let's go.
We got this covered.
Mike
really.
Zero is literally like the Miss Cleo of Star Wars news. She's like, call in now, my brothers and children. I will tell you how much I believe could happen.
Can I
I'll tell you what, Miss Cleo, change that 900 number to an 800 number. I'll think about it.
Give him credit for one thing. He's more creative than Story Group.
Sorry.
He is.
I predict more bullshit in the future.
I guess don't do black voice. I guess want to say that with Ryan Johnson, like, all right, like I like the idea of someone coming in behind JJ and it's like, fuck all this bullshit. If they have better shit to replace it with, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna kill off Snoke, who's been set up in a mystery box, ooh, how big am I? Like we don't even know how big he is. It's so amazing what could happen. Like if you're just gonna cut him in half and have his tongue flop out like a dead cow, at least have something ready to go to replace
bigger and badder,
that.
right?
You know what I mean?
I was
you don't do it and just be like, there's a
what
third
would have been
one coming
awesome
out.
is if they actually saw Snoke, because in the first one he's like a hologram, right? Actually, when they met him, he was little, like that Star Trek episode when they meet Ron Howard's brother. Clint Howard ends up, he's like a dwarf.
Kylo goes up there. No, but like, I can see Ron like, y'all making another one of these? I thought I was in. That's okay.
Oh, I love in the third one when he walks by the jar of Snokes. It was just too funny.
Yeah,
I burst out laughing.
And Tim Possible says in the movie the Knights of Ren were Jedis, and I'm assuming they were failed Jedis that had studied under Luke and defected with what's his name?
Stimpy. Ran, the Knights of Ren and Stimpy.
Stimpy, you idiot.
I think if the Knights of Ren all looked like the cinnamon, the powdered toast man group, it'd be a lot better. If every one of them was a powdered toast man.
Powdered toast man. Anyway, editor rather. Let's see. We've got. Well, we can skip Geek. He's already here. We can go to 6.
Take your shirt off.
Why is Sean's horror comment? Oh, I have no idea, hon. Best I can tell, Mike Zero might as well have wrote. Yeah, okay. And mystery boxes need to be canceled. I concur.
No, they need to be done well if you're going to do them.
Well, they only work once. That's the problem with the mystery box. They only work one time.
JJ needs to take a lesson from EA and learn how to turn his mystery box into a loot box. And if you want the actual answers, you got to pay for that randomizer.
Well, what is a mystery box? When you stop and think of it, do the basic breakdown. It's a plot device. And what is the lesson that we talk about constantly on Pop Culture Minefield is that you can have a story without a plot. You cannot have a plot without a story. Plots are not necessary. And the one problem with JJ Abrams is he is plot focused. He doesn't focus on the most important part, storytelling and character development. He focuses more on plot and plot twists. Like Star Trek Into Darkness was nothing but one plot twist after another.
And then an action scene to get from one plot piece to the next.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
The third Star Wars movie was a video game. It was like,
why don't people like it? I don't understand, because it's a shitty story.
Right.
To infinity and beyond.
I'm not a JJ fan by any stretch of imagination, but like Mission Impossible 3, I really enjoyed.
No, there was a time when he was working his ass off doing good work. Mission Impossible, if it weren't for JJ, we would not have the current world building that they have in the Mission Impossible films. And I love that. I think he does a better job in a backseat position than when he's up front.
I bet he does.
And even though he was the director, Tom Cruise, he was definitely in the backseat.
It was also not the best of the Mission Impossible films, even though it had two of my favorite scenes in it. But what followed after his Mission Impossible, which was the third one, right?
Yep.
Mission Impossible third was the JJ one. JJ.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He directed the third one.
Right.
But what came after the third film is when it really started getting good.
Yeah.
But that was again thanks to his involvement.
The third one was kind of a soft reboot.
It is the only thing that he has created that he didn't shit on.
Yeah.
And
I think a lot of that has to do with Tom Cruise and how
I think so too.
Involved he is, because I mean the dude has robots that can detect
him and
COVID-19
Wagner.
Instead, you're not fucking up his movie.
Well, him and Wagner, who is Cruise's partner, absolutely won't let anybody fuck with their shit. And because I think they felt bad for Mission Impossible too.
Why?
Because
not enough dubs.
It was a goofy fucking movie. I mean, he tried to Wu tried to do what he did with Face Off.
Wu tried to do Wu.
Yeah, Wu tried to do Wu. That's really what he did.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
John Woo.
Woo.
John Woo.
Woo.
Oh,
Woo.
I didn't catch.
Woo is who we're talking about.
Woo on first?
Oh, he's making it worse. No, but again, I agree. Like, they should have kept the doves moving past the third. Like, I don't know why they didn't continue that. By the way, they're doing a sequel to Face Off 2, and I am excited.
I don't know what to feel about that. Seriously. You know what I hated about that movie, but I love the film. Don't get me wrong. I love that fucking movie. What I hated was watching it on a big screen, because the stunt doubles' faces were so fucking in your face.
Yeah, they were.
On the boat. When
oh my God. It's just like, oh my God, CG existed. Could you have fucking fixed that?
I can't believe you brought up the boat, Matt, because that was, when I saw that in the theater, I was like, that was the scene I still remember to this day. I was like, what?
In their face, just completely different people.
It's sort of like going all the way back and watching Kirk fight that one dude in engineering in the original series of Star Trek. And I think, was it Khan? Khan he was fighting. And you'll see this great shot, and they'll cut back, and you'll see this guy that is obviously not fucking William Shatner fighting a dude that is clearly not fucking Ricardo Montalban. And
well, it's the same as like when we were watching, what was it, Wonder Woman 84, right? Remember when she saved the children and was rolling on the ground? It went from real children to those display children you find on your front lawn. God.
Yeah, but no, they had the money and the technology to do that right. With John Woo, I mean, he had to bring in his own doves. like in his for that shit. Like, you know what I mean? By the way, in the sequel, I want to see Nicolas Cage play both roles. Like, I want him to try to out Cuckoo Banana himself, because like if you didn't know this about Face Off, right? Nicolas Cage finished filming Con Air a day before he went to the set to start filming Face Off. The first scene that they did was the end in the church. So there was no time for John Travolta and Nicolas Cage to get a feel on how each other one's going to act. You know what I mean? Like how their characters. No, they just go right in for it, and the whole movie is just them just trying to just outdo the other one. Like, it's an amazing movie.
I wonder if Wu will get the Wu-Tang to do the soundtrack.
I want to respond to this.
They should get Keanu in the sequel.
Where did he go?
Oh, he's doing Berserker now, anyways, and he also has Matrix 4 just finished, so he's on Wick 4 now.
And he's doing Wick 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. No, old redneck. What it is MSNBC isn't as popular as CNN. So if it were as popular as CNN, it would be as garbage a network.
DC.
Let's see. Snoke's face opens up, and it's a little guy from Men in Black.
That would have been awesome.
Isn't Veritas still suing CNN?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to lose their lawsuit. I don't want to get into that, but Veritas hasn't lost anything. They've won every single suit. Let's see, Krylo. Oh, I get it. Crying, yeah, okay. By the way, Sean, stop getting blocked by Google. Fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. Start being nice. You're always angry. Angry Sean Crummel. I wish that General Hux, because a big villain, what?
Became the villain.
Oh.
Came.
He probably was a much bigger villain, and
yeah, but they was Ginger, right? So they wrote him out.
That was another thread thrown out there by JJ.
Yeah, like, Ryan Johnson turned him into a joke. Oh no, there's a whole Knights of Ren backstory in the Marvel comics. You know what? I'm not going to fucking read that.
Yeah.
Kiri Hart was a trailblazer who brought us The Last Jedi. Johnson just did what she told him to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier, Redneck.
Yeah.
Nothing better been said by white foxes.
Let's see. Yep.
But you don't really
caught
do
that, Kylock. What?
You don't like use Jedis instead of Jedi, do you?
Plural?
No, Jedi is the plural.
Yeah.
Jedi singular and plural.
You just highlighted the message saying that you use Jedis.
Maybe I meant possessive. I don't know. If I did, it was a misnomer. I was hoping the Knights of Ren were the other students taken from Luke's failed academy. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
They were,
Could you imagine?
That's what they were supposed to be.
If it's Grogu on stilts, like, as one of them, because he was a student of Luke.
Steve, you got that. Man.
They could have had it like Austin Powers 3, where like one of them's on Grogu's shoulders,
or halfway through
in the robe, and they're kind of walking around all awkward.
Or halfway through, Hux takes off. Hux takes off his hat and goes, "I go."
Jesus Christ! I need to get caught up on this chat. It's like getting ahead of us here, guys. Let's see.
Wow, that word will get you in trouble.
Wow.
Yeah.
That word will put a warning.
I will not say that word. I do some of my best work in the backs.
Still?
Oh. Tom Cruise had his Scientology crew keep JJ in check.
Back of a Volkswagen.
I mean, say what you will, but Zimu knows how to take care of his people. Like, Tom Cruise looks so good. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true. A lot of people don't know
this.
They
have is his skin.
Yeah.
That the Scottish actor who was originally cast to play
Dougray Scott.
Dougray Scott could not fulfill because he was doing Mission Impossible 2. And so
made the right choice.
We got Hugh Jackman. Huge Ackman.
Now he's on Batwoman.
We got Huge Ackman. And who's the first?
I watched Pan for the first time with Hugh Jackman as.
How do you not see Face Off?
I really liked it. Yeah, dude. Kind of like you need to fix this shit like immediately. Do yourself.
It's an Academy Award nominated film.
As it should have won. Are you kidding me?
Definitely should have beat Parasite.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage running around in Roman, Catholic Roman robes and swinging the beads is like one of my favorite moments of all fucking time.
What about his pickup lines?
Oh, there's Tom.
Tom from Midnight's Edge, slumming it with his little buddies from Pop Culture Minefield. Let's see. To be honest, Jay says, I really don't want to watch another JJ does. Most things are the same all over. And Jace, dude, commas are really important.
He does 6 commas. We'd have to about 50 commas, right?
Are the same all over. And stories we have seen, he is a lazy filmmaker. I don't think it's that he's lazy. I think he is just fucking stupid when it comes to filmmaking.
I disagree.
I'm the same way with Ridley Scott. I think Ridley Scott is a great filmmaker when he has a fucking good script. He doesn't understand story structure or character arcs. And so therefore, his weakest films are films that had weak scripts. Every single time.
Okay.
And JJ does keep making this.
And I'm a fan of Ridley Scott. I just recognize the reality of the situation. So, no, I don't think he's lazy. I think he's just dumb.
I disagree. I think that he seriously wants to capitalize on giving people the Feelsberg, the feelings that you get when you see a Steven Spielberg movie.
Well, sure, he steals the concepts without understanding the function.
Right, that's not.
No, I agree with Matt. I think he's intentionally just repeating himself. He's using the same beats over and over again because it's quick, it's easy, and he makes a ton of money doing it.
Yep.
Bruce Lee movies are good.
I want Nicolas Cage to play Johnny Cage in the next Martin Luther King film.
Did you see that Jiu-Jitsu movie with him? Holy shit, that was rough. No, nobody. Only one.
I want to see Nicolas Cage as the next Wonder Woman.
Ric Flair should work with John Woo. Ric Flair looks really unhealthy right now. I got to be honest.
He does.
I saw him in a new commercial, and he just looks awful, and he sounds terrible. Who's got a Twitter link for Mad Mardigan?
I put it in there. It's not a link. I can't link.
It's the only Twitter profile that has him liking his own tweets.
You should be able to link, aren't you?
No, you've never modded me. Hey, dude, you made me part of the team and then waited 3 weeks for me to be in the group DM. What are you talking about? I'm modded.
White Keith got modded before he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I'm sure you got the invite to the group.
Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. Hold on. I was trying to find you. There you go. You are now, hold on. You are officially gay.
Nice. Yeah, okay, good.
What was that dude talking shit? What was his name? Sean?
Yiddish.
Sean Grummel, yeah. I love Sean, dude. Have you seen some of his work, his comic work? It's amazing.
Midnight's Edge wants to be a mod, too.
Oh.
I think
Tom,
that's
if you showed up more often, you would be.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. Martin Acosta, why aren't you a mod?
Because it's Martin.
Just make everyone in here a mod,
That's what I did. And everyone will ban each other, and you wake up next day for a Friday.
Oh, wait, I'm going to make Soul Assassin a mod. Boom.
No.
Shit's about to go down.
I think it's a motto on my channel, too. Like, I've made just a whole bunch of people mods, and people are like, why there's so many mods in here? Well, eventually, when people find out how great Street Smots is, like, it'll make sense. Like, you're going to need that many mods, to handle that craziness.
Don't do me no favors. What the fuck?
Unlimited power.
He's never in my chat, so I never make him a mod.
Wield your bench.
Hey, Tom, do you want to join us? I'll send you an invite.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't worry, there won't be anyone here drooling this time.
Yeah, you need to stop that stuff. The whole bisexual side of you just comes out really bad.
Hey, you're confusing me with the teacher historian. I love you, John.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Like, everybody's a little sus right now.
Well, Andre is mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've said it time and time again, man. If I swung that way, he's the one I'd go for.
Keep one eye open, Keith.
Is that your stink eye? Is that your stink eye?
It's Nick Fury missing his patch. He lost his patch.
Oh
Hey,
man!
Gary?
By the way, that still pisses me off that he lost
The
the
cat.
eye to a cat.
Just unacceptable.
That whole movie's
It
unacceptable.
would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
better if he had still had the eye.
I
on a
enjoyed the
keychain.
whole buddy part. I'm sorry,
What?
Fat. I just wanted to point out, I enjoyed the buddy cop feel to parts
With
of the
who?
film between what's her face and Sam Jackson early on. But once we got to the end of Act 2 and end up at the farm, it just went to shit again. And it was like, oh well.
I mean, Red Heat did a better job of it, and
Fuck yeah.
Cop out.
Arnold
That's a
Schwarzenegger,
great cop out. Come on.
Hey,
Love that fucking. Nope. No. I fucking love that movie. I don't give a shit how bad Bruce Willis's performance was in it. I fucking love that film.
You
know,
actually
you-
like
you
Cop
just-
Out.
I
you
enjoyed the
convinced me.
shit out of Cop Out. It's so dumb. Yes.
I've been thinking about rewatching it, but I'm like, nah. But you just convinced me, like, yeah, I'll give it another shot.
Tracy Morgan is so fucking funny, and I am a big Sean William Scott fan. And
Me too.
And those were the two that made that movie enjoyable for me. Those two.
Yeah.
Bruce did not make the film. Kevin Smith is not a very good director. He's more of a commentator, and that was what was most enjoyable about him, even when he was doing his comedy.
Like, Dude, Where's My Car is like one of the funniest movies you'll
Funniest
ever see.
fucking movie.
Oh,
Dude, what's on my
Guys.
back?
Guys, there is now a trending hashtag on Twitter called hashtag Amber FBI.
What?
Amber Turd FBI.
I guess they're looking into her shit.
Yes, they
What a
are.
bump.
See what you did there.
I think she got whatever's going on. It's happening.
Oh, Tom's
didn't
here.
know
I
he was
didn't hear the. I
Republican.
didn't hear the.
I'm actually gonna send.
Need I
the
remind
StreamYard-
you, we have a Amber Turd T-shirt.
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna see if Todd.
And I
wants
noticed
to join.
something was up because the Amber Turd stands were out like a motherfucker.
They're going.
yesterday.
They're out tonight too. They're going.
My
after Todd and
God,
Block.
they were just like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm
Well, I
gonna
knew
send
there was
Tug.
something about more body footage being released.
Yeah, I'm gonna send
Nice.
Tug an invite. I'm gonna send Tug an invite. See if he wants to pop on. Is that cool with you guys?
Nope.
That umbrella guy?
I don't know who that is.
I was
I do.
kidding. Mad
He's
Mardigan
great.
ought to smack you.
Yeah, you should.
Why?
Give him the
'Cause
Wu
you should know who Tug is. Hey,
Tug?
there. I'm that umbrella guy.
Oh, the one. Yeah.
Hey,
with the
hey,
umbrella.
Martin.
The one-
The poop jokes are corny.
There's the third one.
At least they're not runny.
Oh, please don't streak it across our chat.
Awfully nutty, Gary. Nutty.
Nutty.
Yeah.
It has a hint of Brussels sprout.
Shit's
And
gonna
a
get
whole
nuts.
lot
Soul
laundering.
Assassin said. Kate says, "Wow, Mad. Even I know."
Come on, Kate.
I love
That's
Kate,
not
though.
true.
Zing.
I think she's cool.
So
but
what are we
that's-
talking about? Star Trek Into Darkness, The Wrath of Khan, with Khan spelled C-O-N.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a meme of that years ago with Shatner up at a podium. He's got his arms out and he's yelling, and I put the words "con" spelled C-O-O-O-O-N, and
Because it was at Comic Con.
yeah,
Wow.
You used. Wait a minute. You used how many O's and only
He
one
might come,
N?
Tug might pop in. He's actually replying.
I used more ends. I just didn't feel
Okay.
like
Yeah, I was gonna say.
because I also put
That could be
exclamation points in there, and I
red.
didn't include those.
Yeah.
Let me look this.
You
thing.
boys been talking to Mikey Sutton or what? I see the title here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gary cuddles with him a lot.
we got a notification from him that that big robot, whatever,
Big robot.
Big gay robot.
Giant freaking
That's-
robot.
that magazine that I don't follow. He had
Oof.
posted it. Well, it was in the chat with you, so you fucking read it too. Jesus Christ,
Right.
you're in the same chat with me.
You know, I do set shit up for people. Like, I do know how to have a conversation, even though, you know.
Yeah, but you're eating, so we don't want to make sure your sentences interfere with the food.
By the
No,
way,
I was
everyone,
setting Gary up to actually give us the news, but never mind.
Oh, I did it earlier. It was just simply.
I see. So I'm the only professional here.
By the way, speaking of professional, I subscribe to the Umbrella guy. His thumbnails are busy. So
He's lying. He didn't know who the fuck he was till 10 seconds ago.
no, I didn't
They
say I
have
did.
for-
All I said was I
Celebrity.
just subscribed to him. right
But
now.
you don't know who he is.
Not a clue.
Then
He has good thumbnail work.
Using a pair of binoculars in a very
Pretty busy.
big bush, you can go hiding.
What? Is he breaking up for anybody else?
I don't know, but I'm breaking up with you, Mad Mardigan.
Yeah.
This was the article he shared.
Oh, that's already.
Bullshit. Not unless he's just in it because of all the damn villains that are going to be in it.
And they don't even say where it's going to be.
Yeah, it just says it's gonna happen, but
It's going to happen because there's just going to be so many crossovers taking place in this new thing with the new MCU films that I don't know where it's going to take place.
Yeah, I think it'll work out well to really water down the Punisher so he can fit into the PG-13 Spider-Man movie. If anything, that character specifically really needs to be reined in.
Well, I'm with Redneck here. Giant freaking robot is right up there with that we got
this covered.
It's worse than toilet paper because at least it's not even printed on a rag, so you can wipe your ass with it.
It's recycled toilet paper. You know that shit that falls apart before you even get close to your anus?
Yeah,
Pretty
so you're
much
basically
like
wiping your hand with your ass. Yeah.
It's like, oh, why is my fingernail smell? Where'd the paper go?
And once again,
Better
Steven just
toilet
went
paper.
one step too far with the joke.
I did not.
Dolph is the best Punisher.
That is a bold statement.
Hey,
That is.
actually,
I got to tell you, he did something that nobody else has done. He actually avoided getting sun and gave himself dark rings under his eyes from his character living in a sewer.
I like that fucking movie.
I enjoyed it too.
Wait.
I
I have
did
one question
too.
since Tom's here. What's up with the He-Man and the guy leaving?
Okay, we'll switch entirely to something else.
I think
Well, it's
he's,
Dolph related. That's why I asked, because Dolph was also He-Man.
I think he's been out for a while, which I've kind of been suspect of because there's some shit going on with He-Man. They're running out of time. They've got to get this movie made.
Yep.
Andre
This
and
is
I
sort of like the Fantastic Four from the
was
90s.
gonna
very
say
much
the
so,
rights
but it's
gonna
even
go
more
away.
convoluted than that because Andre and I have been trying to figure this out for a while, and we come to figure out
Hey, Shellback.
come 2023, Mattel, come 2023, Mattel don't even own the rights right now, basically, to Masters of the Universe. And in 2023, the rights are going to all revert to Universal. So it's this big convoluted fucking mess, the way that the rights are all set up, because it all goes back to Filmation and how that show was kind of a separate entity from the toys themselves, and how the rights have been sold through Hallmark to Classic Media, which was bought out by DreamWorks, which was then bought out by Universal, and Sony's sitting on the live action movie rights, and they have been for a couple of years now. And they've spent a bunch of money to renew the license and have done nothing. And so basically they've gotten between now and the next probably year or so, year and a half to get this movie going, or it's not going to happen. And as soon as Noah Centino, or how you say his name, Centinino, that guy. As soon as he started talking about getting all these other jobs, I knew something was, especially when one was at Netflix. That was a gimme job. Because for those who remember, this movie got pushed to Netflix now. Sony's been working with Netflix on it for the last year. And ain't nothing
Netflix
come of
has
it.
the Kevin Smith thing too. So
That's right. And the
yeah,
quote-unquote DreamWorks produced, forget not, other He-Man series, which is also in the works. And DreamWorks also produced the She-Ra series as well for Netflix.
yeah.
That's why we haven't got is a real life She-Ra movie yet, have we?
Well, when Netflix did what they did, it just sort of killed the franchise.
That wasn't She-Ra. I refuse.
But Dolph He-Man was great. Fat wrote.
Courtney Cox was
And
awesome in that movie.
I got to have dinner with Dolph Lundgren because one of the producers of our show, Jim Woodward, he's my childhood best friend, and I got invited to dinner, and his little sister Annie was dating Dolph Lundgren at the time, And so I'm going to have dinner with Dolph Lundgren. And I'm like excited. And then right before, and this has happened to me twice when I've been invited to dinner with somebody I wanted to talk to. I was told not to talk about He-Man. And I'm like, but it just came out.
Oh, so he barely knew English at this point.
He wanted to talk about Rocky IV, right?
And so he's sitting there at the table and he was talking about, first he brought up some of the science that he's studied. That was a good conversation. Jim and I were really engrossed in that. And then it got brought up that I think he had studied the method acting, and I can't remember if it was Lee Strasberg's school. But he had gone, and I'm like, method acting. So is that what you used in He-Man?
How'd that go over?
Jim Woodward kicked me in the crotch. He meant to kick me in the leg, and he kicked me right in the junk under the table. And it led to me face palming into the table. It was funny.
But for real, though, he didn't know English. When he
yeah, but what was his response?
He laughed.
All right then.
He laughed at what I said. He thought it was funny, but Jim, I'm not sure if he laughed at what I said because it also occurred right after Jim kicked me in the crotch and I face palmed into the table. So he could have been laughing at that too.
I'll go with both.
Let's go with Soul Assassin. He's Warzone was pretty good. I enjoyed that film, and I thought that Aussie dude was really good as the Punisher.
Yeah, well, he played in Rome as well, the HBO series Rome.
He was also on Dexter.
Yeah,
he was also on Dexter.
He's been in a lot of good stuff. I really liked him, and I thought that the director, I forget her name, but I thought she did an amazing job at trying to really have the comic books be seen on the screen. That was one thing she set out, because I've heard interviews where they were talking about the movie, but one thing she really wanted to do, and she pointed out all these different shots that were panels from the actual comics, and it was, and plus the cokehead got his head caved in, which was cool.
Little heads up, Tug just confirmed I actually dropped he owes me one, so he's actually gonna try to make it here to talk about the Amber stuff quickly.
Amber Turd situation?
Yeah, the Turd BI, yes.
Hey there.
This is another story from the Little Umbrella Girl.
Hey, Six, don't forget, we're going to pretend that we know him. So don't say anything weird.
Em, I got to correct you and take your card. It's I must break you.
I must break you.
I must break you.
A piece of this Kit Kat bar.
Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Yeah,
he was great in Rome. Yeah, he was.
If he dies, he dies, and I want his Kit Kat bar.
I liked Spartacus as well. I wish that we didn't lose Andrew after the first season, but it was really hard to accept the guy that replaced him as as Spartacus, but he did his best, I guess.
Martin, I think that he holds a PhD.
Yes.
Cavatino. That's Jay. Shut the fuck up. I was a member back in my team. Okay. They even made a joke about it. Yes, they did in Expendables 2. Hey, Mr. Tickle Trunk, motherfucker! I love your new artwork.
Oh,
I really do.
Cool. I like that.
Thanks for the Canadian $3 super sticker. And I'm always sad when I don't see him. At Lords, and yes, Shellback, welcome to the show. Amber Turd, CJ, all the guys pop in here. We're in our last half hour of the show, and you guys show up. I'm glad you did, but I wish you'd been here earlier. I love it when you guys pop in. Howdy, y'all.
Zach's
Wait
good.
Do I know Zachariah?
Is it Zach or Zakrod?
Zakarot.
Zakrod.
Zakarot. We've been calling this for over a year. It's Zakarot.
Oh, okay.
And Hell Mystico Trunk, what's up, Zach? And Kylok asks, I have a question that's really off topic, but what is a guilty pleasure movie for all of you? Mine would be Oblivion.
Oh, man, I got so many.
Oh, boy.
Strange Wilderness, Mystery Team with Donald Glover. Jim Cotta. Oh, Miami Vice. I mean, sorry, Miami Connection. Miami Connection is my all-time like. I don't think it's a guilty movie pleasure because it is one of the best, like kung fu new wave band.
It's
like,
horrible.
Drug
It's
ninjas.
horrible.
Have you seen it?
You made me watch it.
You didn't watch all of it. You watched the
Yeah, you
trailer.
did. No, we watched the full thing.
No, we did not. Nope. We should though. But yeah, Miami Connection is one of the most 80 movie you will ever see.
I have like oddly all of my guilty pleasure movies I think are Ben Stiller movies. It's really weird. Tropic Thunder,
I love Thunder.
Dodgeball,
None of those
a
are
true
guilty
underdog
movie
story.
Mystery Man.
Mystery Men, fucking love that movie.
How about Living in Oblivion? Have you seen that one?
No, I have
No,
not.
not Living in Oblivion. Sorry, Flirting with Disaster.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah,
love
that
that movie. But one of my absolute favorites of his was Zero Effect, and it's an obscure film, and I don't think maybe, but 5% of anybody has ever seen that fucking movie, and I love that fucking movie.
Wait, I may be thinking of the Zero Cool one.
Let me look it up real quick. Zero Effect, and I'll show you what it is. There we go. Pop screen, share screen, and Tug's here. Hey, Tug.
Oh, hey, Tug.
But this movie is the film I'm talking about, Zero Effect. Ben Stiller and Bill Pullman. And he's basically a modern Sherlock Holmes who's afraid of going out into public and shit. And Ben Stiller is kind of his Watson who's getting sick of his shit and finally just up and leaves and says, if you want to solve this case, go do it yourself, and just quits. And so he has to go out, and it's a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that fucking movie. So that's mine. Keith, what's yours?
I really did.
Oh, you like that film too?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was so cool, and I was really excited when they had announced that they were going to try to turn that into a television series, and then nothing came.
Oh, I know, and nothing happened. I was like, God, and I hoped Bill Pullman would come do it.
Yeah, I
anyway, Zach Seven gives us a $5 super chat, Canadian. The Spartacus replacement actor really hurt that show. Lost intensity and physicality. Rest in peace, Andy Whitfield. I agree. I couldn't watch it. Because that first season was so fucking good. And I really enjoyed Andy Whitfield. And I didn't think the guy that they hired was going to be anywhere near as good. And so I lost all interest in watching it. Never watched it.
I agree, but I didn't want to. I wasn't going to let that stop. You know what I mean? Because there's so many other people that are in that show that were really, really good. And I don't think it's fair to them because, the way that Andy, I gave him a chance. He was fine.
I will have to take your word for it, Mad Mardigan. And I don't care about fair. I just felt it was bad casting, and I just didn't want to watch it. And I felt also I won't watch things when the lead dies a lot of the time because it bums me out. I stopped watching this season of Jeopardy. I couldn't watch it anymore, knowing he had died, and I'm like, yeah, I can't watch it. I'll be depressed every fucking night. Tom, what are your? Oh wait, Keith, other Keith.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Wait, which one's the other Keith? Who are you? Other?
I'm off brand, Keith.
By the way, nice to meet you, other Keith, because these
Nice
hosts
to meet you too, Tom.
didn't introduce us. By the way,
No one.
You two have never met?
Not officially. We chatted and things, but
yeah.
Then you fucking met.
okay. Then we fucking met.
You still haven't introduced me to other Keith, and we've been on like 2-3 streams now.
Exactly.
Tug, somebody should have warned you before you came.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah, another person
quickly,
you didn't introduce.
I don't
to
pay
anyone.
attention to you guys' relationships. I really don't.
Cannonball Run. How
So
about
guilty
that?
pleasure films, Keith.
Cannonball Run.
Oh, good one.
I don't think that counts. I mean, as a guilty.
Okay,
movie.
it doesn't count. How about The Other Guys? I hate Will Ferrell movies, but I like.
I
The Other
love
Guys.
the.
That's a great film.
Yeah.
I quote that
Adam
scene. every time somebody annoys me and I want them to shut up, as you know, if I want to hear something you have to say, I'll shove my fist up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet.
I'm a peacock.
When they jumped off that roof,
Yeah.
I lost my fucking mind. I was laughing so hard because they believed their bullshit so much they didn't think they were gonna fucking die.
Super cops, man. Yeah. Keaton's great. It's really funny.
Oh my God, Keaton was so good in that.
Yeah.
Tom, yours. Guilty pleasure movies.
Oh, what's the parameter here?
Who did we just lose? Oh, Steven.
Even.
Oh, improve.
So, Tom, guilty pleasure movies, probably B movies or lesser known films.
That's the thing. I mean, what I consider a B movie, somebody else might not. So I don't know. I'll just throw out a classic like Death Race 2000. Why not?
The original?
Yeah, of course.
Stallone? Yeah.
Great movie.
And David Carradine. Yeah, good film.
Frankenstein.
It was a good film. I like it.
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
And Eric brings up Robot Jocks, which I thoroughly enjoyed Charles Band's movies.
Charles
love
Band
that
films are great. Yeah.
I love
that cleanup release of that is beautiful. I think they put that out of print now, but
It is. Unfortunately, you're right.
I like that film that they did in, I think, 1990. I saw it while I was in the Army. Was it Dr. Morbius or something like that? It was basically Doctor Strange, but done by Charles Band's company. And
I've always loved the Puppet Master movie. Speaking of Charlie Band.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Actually, S. Craig Zahler, he did Bone Tomahawk and Brawl and Cell Block 99 and Dragged Across Concrete. I think he wrote the new remake of Puppet Master. I've been wanting to check it out because I really like his work. All of these, by the way, are great.
Are you talking about the one from 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he had something to do with it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay, well, I'll skip that because I really loved his movie, so I don't want to.
It was purely Charlie Band just taking money from somebody because they wanted to do a Puppet Master movie.
Got it.
I own Hell Comes to Frogtown. I fucking love
it's
that.
It's so
movie.
good, isn't it?
I'm a Roddy Piper fan.
What about Tug? I gotta hear. I wonder what Tugs is.
Oh man.
Yeah, what is your guilty pleasure movies?
I don't feel guilty about anything I watch.
Nah, see, that's my problem.
Everything from
what a great
I was like, man, I gotta buy the Anaconda quadrilogy.
Yeah, that's my problem too. I don't really feel guilty about any movies I really enjoy. You don't like that I like it?
I don't realize my tastes are so off or niche until my wife comes. She's like, "Why the hell do you want to watch Anaconda 4?"
Because I've seen Anaconda 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly. I just because I
gotta find out what happens.
I gotta see how bad this one is.
Mine is Mean Guns with Christopher Lambert and Ice-T.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Now that I know they're in a movie together.
Actually, it's one of those films that you could take that premise, and if you had a slightly better cast and a little more money, you could actually do really well with that film because the premise is so cool, but the execution is oh my God. So it's a bunch of people show up at a brand new prison complex that has just been built just outside of LA. It's getting ready to open the next day.
I think I've seen that. And
this criminal organization, has invited all these various people that they've worked with over the years. And as each person enters the complex, they take all your weapons. All your weapons you're relieved of every weapon that you have. And then before you enter the main room, you're given a card. And so everybody comes in, and Ice-T is there, and he's standing at the top of these stairs, staring down at everyone, and welcoming everybody there, and letting them know that the organization that they work for, each and every person in this room has done something wrong. They have screwed up in some way. Your sin is printed on the card that you have been given.
So to give you a chance to make it up, this prison opens its doors tomorrow at 10 a.m. By that time, one of you will still be left alive. Now, there is actual money hidden somewhere in this prison. So you got to have the suitcase with the money, and only one of you will be allowed to leave. We have people manning all the exits to kill anyone that comes outside. And to help sweeten the pot, some of the guys come along and they open this box and throw all their guns down the steps, right? And the first thing that happens is everybody dives in, they pick up the guns, and they aim and start trying to pull the triggers. There's no bullets in there.
I think I might have seen this before. What was it
I'm
called
pretty
again?
sure I have too.
Yeah, it's called Mean Guns.
That doesn't seem like the title, though. Did they do it under a different title by chance?
Yeah.
Well, there was a film similar to it that had Vinnie Jones in it.
I don't know.
Actually, that was the title that it was released under.
Yeah.
In 1997.
It's not available in high def anywhere. So, like, I don't think anybody.
Maybe it was something similar to that. But yeah, a lot of what you're saying, it really sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, there was a prison game show movie with Vinnie Jones that had the exact same premise.
Yeah,
well, there was also
Albert
No
Pym
Escape
directed
Ray Liotta, whatever his name is. He did a movie similar. No Escape
I remember
with
that
Island.
one too.
Yeah.
Yep. But I like this one that Mr. Tickletrunk brought up as the Puppet Masters with Donald Sutherland. We got another good one here with Life Force.
Yeah. Sir Patrick Stewart's in that one, right?
Yes, he becomes very effeminate and
Space vampires.
Yeah, make it so. Let's see.
Life Force had a hell of a budget behind it, man. I mean that.
You know this?
Yeah, wasn't that one of those famous flops? But then it became like a cult.
Yeah.
classic?
Have you ever watched Trespass? You know, I'd forgotten about that movie.
Yeah,
You know,
that was a good film.
Because of the '90s. Emilio Estevez, right? No,
that's got Bill Paxton and
Bill Paxton
William
and
Sadler, I think.
That's it, Sadler. Yeah,
Sadler.
Sadler.
Yeah, going in to find some stolen gold, you end up, having to throw down in the hood with Ice-T and Ice Cube.
Okay, yeah, I thought that was. I was gonna say, isn't Ice-T or Ice Cube or something like that?
Yeah, I like that
Ice-T.
movie. I forgot how much I like that movie, but I picked up the Scream Factory version of it, and I was like, damn, I like this movie actually.
I want to quickly jump in. Thank you, Tug, for coming actually quickly, because I actually wanted to know why the Amber Turd FBI was trending everywhere. Because it's mostly your face attached to that hashtag.
Because it's my story, sir.
Yeah. And I saw someone blocked you. What's going on?
Yeah, and I noticed that the Amber stands are out in full force too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, the mainstream media will not pick up any of these stories. So I've reached out to many sources. On the other side, it was really prominent when you had body cam footage that discredited the narrative that started all this shit. All this shit was, there was a huge event back in May 2016. All of this violence supposedly happened. Things were destroyed and on. Well, police body cam footage came out showing that there was nothing broken. There was nothing there, and the media passed it. I mean, all these media sources passed it up. Only one media source actually really ran it at all, like TMZ, places like that. I haven't found any proof that they touched it, and that's the salacious type of shit that they will pick up, but they wouldn't. Well, I've been reaching out to sources, seeing if I could find out some some good stuff, and I came across some really good stuff. One of them was so I wrote this down how I want to word it, because I want it to be factually accurate when I say this. So give me 1 second. Here we go. Okay, so the Commonwealth in Australia, if you don't know the Australia case, basically it started out with, it sounds so benign. It starts out with a dog smuggling thing. I'm sure you remember that from years ago. They had to and then they had to apologize. Well, Amber Heard mocked Australia for it, and not only that, there were leaked messages between her and pretty much the most powerful celebrity attorney, Marty Singer, saying, "Hey, if you could get this one person over here to lie for you and perjure themselves in Australia, that would be good, but don't get caught." And, yeah, they got caught. They got caught big time. So anyway, they found out that the Commonwealth of Australia, they're pursuing a federal criminal investigation into Amber Heard for perjury and demanding the perjury of third parties in prior criminal matters. Wow. Not only that, but according to American witnesses who have been providing evidence to the Australian prosecutors, Australia has been contacting them through and in coordination with the FBI. That's nobody will pick it up. Nobody will pick this shit up. I mean, this is legit. It's legit stuff. No, it's very, very well sourced. It's very above board. I can't show any screenshots or anything, but I know factually. Like I said, this is my story. I'll put any reputation I have on it. But these people should pick it up, and they won't. No, they won't.
Yeah, I mean, I believe everything. Like, I've been a subscriber of yours for a very long time now, and your word is good with me. If you think
he just subbed to you about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't even know who you were.
10 minutes to some people.
He didn't even know who you were 10 minutes ago.
Wow,
You
starting
big
to feel like
fibber
Amber
face.
Starting to feel like Amber over here getting falsely accused of things.
Really, there you go.
I want to thank Roger H for his super sticker for a Canadian $1.99, and that bought Keith a candy bar. And oddly, Keith likes white chocolate.
Yeah. Do you think that the mainstream media won't pick it up because they're afraid they're going to go home and wake up with a turd in their bed?
I think, the reality, though, I think that they're afraid. There's something, I'm going to be careful. I'll say this, too.
I'm sorry.
Looking into the Elon Musk items,
Oh, yeah.
Elon Musk is very powerful. I think he managed to get, in my opinion, again, this is just my opinion on it, he managed to get Depp's lawyer kicked off Twitter because he's buddy with, he's very, it's very public that he's friends with Jack, Dorsey with Twitter, and I think they managed to kick him. You're talking a really powerful lawyer. They managed to kick him off there. They wouldn't give him a reason or anything else. I got a hold of the messages between him and Twitter, and again, that's another story they won't pick up. But there's some crazy stuff with Elon. I'm putting together a story on it. I'm making sure I get it all right before I say so, because there's some crazy shit out there. It looks like the injuries that Amber Heard shows. She has a history. It looks like of self-injury. There's only one time where it doesn't look like she had, she sustained injuries from someone else, and Depp was out of country, but the person that was there, according to multiple depositions, was Elon Musk. Yeah.
So what time can we find this? When you
well, I'll drop that. I want to make sure I word that very well, because But I mean, there's a bunch of stuff out there. Like the more I've been pushing that through companies and through other sources, and my God, like the stuff that's there, obviously the stuff we've seen at surface level show you about guilt but the other shit, the corruption shit it is unreal. Like I'm trying to not just word it well, but I'm trying not to sound like Alex Jones in that. And again, Alex Jones, I guess, has been proven right on a lot of things, but I don't want to sound like some crazy conspirator. I want to show it factually, and God, man, there's just a lot there.
Wow.
But yeah, anyway, FBI is trending because of I dropped that video on that.
Can that be a T-shirt for you in the future too?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Have her on the hood of a Tesla.
There was a funny, one of my favorite things I've heard. There's no proof to this. Like, there's.
Let me know. You can use my Amber Turd art and just change it from a bed to a Tesla, and she's just pooping on the hood.
Well, there's a story that Elon Musk, apparently, this is from deposition from one of the best friends of like the Heard family, said that Elon Musk and Amber Heard actually froze some fertilized eggs and that she sued him over it and she has control of them. And I'm like, please, if anybody has proof of that, I will pay you for that story. If you can find me fucking proof, I will pay you. I will pay you for it. Oh, I'd love to see it. So, yeah, I mean, there's good stuff. There's salacious shit out there that meets all the media requirements, and they all skip it. If that happens, there is something broken and corrupt behind all of it. And
well, we know that the current media is all
broken
fucked.
and corrupt. Yeah,
for sure.
Well,
and this happens like more often than probably what people the self-harming thing. Like when I was a cop, I was driving one night and came across a dude that was walking with a kid in one arm and a camera in the other one. Like it was like 2 a.m. I'm like, what are you doing? And he told me the story and he had it on camera. Like his wife started hitting him, between the legs as he held the baby and was filming it. And she's just wailing on him and he left with that. When I get to the station, she's already there giving her statement because he was, she said he was beating her. And what she did was she had a ruler and just started hitting herself on the back with it. So if you took a ruler and lined it lined up perfectly. And yeah, like women be crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's worth like the charitable donation. I'm sure people have heard about the charitable donation shit. But essentially, she used the idea that she gave $7 million to charity as a weapon and as clout. She lied to the mainstream media. They were either in on it or she lied to them. She lied for 4 years for that. Now, if you play me for 4 years and I find out about it, I'm going to burn you the fuck down. I mean, that's just the way it's going to go. They didn't do anything. So, again, it's more, it feels so in the bag. Like I said, there's either fear or again complicity. I don't know, maybe it's all of that stuff, but
there's a combination.
Well, it just shows what we all do out here is important. I normally would not cover a case as like intensely as I have on this one, but
you sounded excited though. You sounded really excited.
It's good. I'm excited today, man. I was like, oh yes.
So you're like, it's lottery time. I'm gonna get more than just pieces on the fire today.
But this it's good.
Can I ask a question? Is this the kind of thing that if the mainstream actually did cover it, would it put Warner Brothers in the spotlight to actually have to make a choice at this point, or would it show the hypocritical actions they've already taken as being targeted only to the man and not the woman? They're both in the same thing.
I think I think that like all we've seen, I think it does show how hypocritical they are.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to come out and again, if you want hypocritical, if I were to say that one of the narratives that came out was Depp had a cigarette put out on his face, but he did it to himself. Now, if we were to reverse that and I said those same words, these people would never be silent about that. They go insane. You did that to yourself. How dare you? You and every qualifier under the sun. So yeah. I mean, the double standard is there, but it is unreal. I never thought I would ever see tabloid media skip these stories, though. That's actually what surprises me.
You think Zack Snyder can cover the actual real life documentary of this whole story eventually when it's done?
It'd be like God, that would rival the Lord of the Rings. It would be so long.
Why would he? He's a fucking Amber fucking friend.
Do you think we can get like a slow motion Sesame Seed in there?
He likes her. He's the one who picked her for fucking Aquaman.
I bet he would still have like Elon like drop the F-bomb in some like fantasy like vision of the future out of nowhere.
It'd be slow-mo in 4:3 scale when they're shutting the freezer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the documentary was only like 20 minutes long, but it's 3 hours. The Snyder cut.
It's because it's all at 1/10 speed. You're like, oh my god, I can't watch it.
The word of it is just Amber getting onto the bed.
And it's slow motion and close
the whole
squatting position.
You know what I think? You know what's really telling about? You know what I mean? This is so telling about like a Depp though. Like chopping his finger off, that wasn't enough to drive him away. But when she takes a dump on his bed, he's like, "Dude, I am fucking out of this." That tells you about people. Chop my finger off? Well, maybe, but you take a crap on my bed, I'm out of here.
Too far, lady. Too far.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleep there.
Can you at least go like crapped on your side of the bed for at least?
I'm planning to share this.
Oh no!
Oh,
Can you find the Easter
her
turds?
birthday trend? Her birthday trended not too long ago, and she the trending stuff that was on there was hilarious. It wasn't just like a few random people trending it either. It really, I mean, it shows you the public sentiment on this is swung way. I mean, there are she has the simp crowd and the mainstream media crowd, but those hashtaggers. But man, she does not have the regular people.
Well, I mean, how much of like the the normies, I guess is what people call them, like really even know that this is happening? Like, if it wasn't for being on YouTube around you guys, like I would.
Well,
have
it's
no idea
trending
this
until
was
Twitter
happening.
will knock it down anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you're right. If the mainstream media, I was eating with family at Thanksgiving, and they asked me what I do on the YouTubes,
Yeah.
on YouTube, and I told them I was covering the Johnny Depp. And
What a boomer way of saying it.
yeah, I mean that's the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes, we're on the interwebs.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much the way it went. They were like, "Isn't that the guy who beat his wife?" And I was like, "Exactly." That shows you a lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on with this stuff.
There you go. Here you go, Gary.
Where's the link for getting the shirts, Tom?
Getting
Did
it
you share
right
that in the
now.
private chat?
I'm doing it right now.
By the way,
Can you share that picture? I got Tesla ready for you.
whenever people ask me what I do on the YouTubes, I just like send them a link to Tom's Mead Radio. I'm like, that's what I do. It's cool.
Just send them a link to the panel hanging out here with a picture of like a giant Easter turd. You're like, what the hell is this stuff?
That's cool, man. I do appreciate you coming on, Tux. Well, that's not it.
Here you go. This is Tom's website. I will
Oh,
show
that's
you.
the T-shirt.
It's
I love
mixedtees.com. Amber
put it in the
Turd.
chat.
That's
Did you?
hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, were you gonna read it out to everyone?
Look at that.
Ampersand _ equals %, 20.
No, just if you put in the Amber Turd, I'm sure it'll probably default go there.
Yeah. I love the texture in the poop. The colors are spot on.
It matches her hair.
I can almost smell it. It's just, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if those are pillows or oven mitt.
Well, they're supposed to
They
be
do look like a little oven mitt.
little oven mitty.
Well, I think that's I think the maid is already waiting. She's like, she's coming in the bed again. That's gonna happen.
I mean, her
Just hide 'em under the
deposition, the maid's deposition is the funniest thing I've ever read. Because the way there were apparently two maids that were involved. One maid notices it and just stands there and starts screaming like, "Oh my god!" And this other maid comes running in and is aghast. It's good stuff. It's like a comedy skit. It needs to be made into a comedy skit.
Gary, can you share my screen, please?
It better not be the shit on the bed.
No, it's not. I'm not. No, why would I do? No, there you go. There's your new Tesla.
Oh, that's nice. Tesla, I like that.
You think she'd shit in the passenger seat?
No, she should on the hood because it has the compartment at the front. So
Yeah, right.
I'd be
No,
careful.
that's out there.
Box.
Kylock, it is actually out there that her
Well, not
sister-
just that, and she's had issues with past relationships as well.
What, didn't she beat up her ex?
Yeah, one of her
Girl?
ex-girlfriends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, beating him.
And
Yeah,
she's
she tried
also struck, and there were witnesses to her striking her sister.
I'm going to save this picture and put Amber FBI on it. Thank you, Tesla, for this new decal.
www.
That would be a great onesie. Can you imagine just having a comfy onesie on the back that says Amber FBI or it has Tom's turd pooping on the back?
What I would do is actually, if it's a onesie, I would somehow stain the back side of it, and on the front, I would or on the back, arrow pointing downward, Amber's stain.
One, like,
not really joking. I'm like, I would do that.
It shows your age that you're gonna have anything on the back of a T-shirt. Like, no one's done that since the WCW closed. Like, but,
or you can,
that was a good joke. I stand by it.
Or turd, because remember those.
Well, if you put it on the front, it really doesn't make sense.
Right, but nobody.
If the
walks
stain
around
is in the back, so yeah, it's like
no one
the
under
joke would be
55 living in Florida. No one other than those people have something on their back. Like all the sex positions I know, and there's like 3. Like those
Well,
shirts.
they have, if they're still wearing the juicy sweatpants, the juicy across the ass, he's got to put turd there.
yeah,
Entire. But that makes.
Yeah, get the stretch pants and put.
yeah. But we were talking about onesies at the time, so
Okay.
I don't think that's appropriate.
You got Tom has to go soon.
Yeah, we're at that 2 hour.
yeah.
Thank you, Tug, for giving some time.
It's
man. I
more
do
than
appreciate
3.
It's no
It was
problem.
very-
I-
it
Tug,
was very nice
appreciate you
meeting
coming
Tug.
on, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah, man,
really
thank
nice
you.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'll wait another year before I harass you again, okay? For our stage.
Private message for all of us from Tug. Don't fucking ask me on again.
Damn it. Yeah. What kind of journalist are you? Are burning your sources?
It says, "Who's this Jerry guy?"
Yeah, Jerry, fuck that guy.
That saved me the effort of trying to explain what I do on Street Smarts. Like,
Yeti's rearranging his sock drawer today, Sean.
That's important shit, though.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I get cranky when I don't get the shit on him, and we need to find
Yeah,
another
I
guy.
hung out with
for-
Yeti in like a week.
None of us have. He has real life stuff going. I hope it's okay.
Me too.
Freaking loser has to have a life.
Right. I bet he's just out there going through all the hashtags. Like, which one's gonna be my next big one?
He's braiding his hair. He's braiding his hair, and he's putting beads on all of the ones he braids. That's what he's
Hashtag
doing.
This is it. This is all I have.
Kylock, did you go watch Face Off? Is that why you were gone?
Yeah, for 20 minutes.
Fast.
Here you go, Tug.
Went right to that scene with Nicolas Cage.
Because I don't think Tug knows what I do for a living. I do comic books, movie posters, and do it for my living. I'm not like one of those guys. I want to get into the business. I've been in the business for 35 years.
But are you an activist, Gary?
No.
Only if there's Dairy Queen.
Well, I'm an
nearby.
activist for anti-cancel culture. Or yeah.
Yeah,
So-
amen, right?
Yeah, for real.
So here's the new movie poster I'm doing. And here, I'll enlarge it and get rid of Kylock's comment. There you go.
It's
This
not
is the new
Charles
poster.
Bronson.
It
I am
is
Death
that
Wish.
actor. I hate saying actor. Robert Bronzi's new movie. It's got Nick Turturro in it, and the actor who played Freddie Boom Boom Washington on Welcome Back, Kotter. Some unknown lady I've never heard of. This crazy looking dude that's holding a minigun, and then this fucking helicopter is badass that I drew.
That's not Charles Bronson.
No, because he's dead.
I thought it was Charles Bronson from a Disney.
No, his
Really,
name is
one
Robert Bronzi, and he's a Charles Bronson.
He's that
lookalike
guy who looks like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that helicopter, I fucking love drawing that helicopter because I'm fucking weird. I like helicopters. Unlike Graham Nolan, who hates drawing helicopters. And you know who Graham Nolan is, right?
Now I got
Not
the
a clue.
theme song to Welcome Back, Cotter stuck in my head.
Yeah, good. I'm glad I did that to you.
Worm.
Dink, 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 dink,
I have the Mace
dink, dink,
like
dink.
sample song of Welcome Back.
Welcome back.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who was the guy that sang that?
Oh my god.
Is
Mace.
that George the Animal Steel in the front there looking? I do not think that's who that is. This guy's an actual actor. Let's see. I run Yeti's playlist every night when I go to work. And 6 is...
John Sebastian is what he said.
John Sebastian.
And it's funny you say that because I heard you like meat.
No, sir.
What kind of helicopter is that, Gary? That is a Black Hawk. Or as Keith would say,
Black
Black Cock.
Not me.
No,
Yeah,
not White Keith.
Wait,
Black
I went
Keith.
the wrong way. I'm terrible at this backwards thing.
And any other... Gary owned a comic store. Yes, he did.
Wrong comic. Wrong Gary.
No,
I'm the
it's
other
because-
Gary.
No,
or
it's
is my...
6 foot. Gary was in the military. Oh my god! So I said, and Gary owned a comic store, and we saw Snyder Cut, like the stuff that comes up over and over. She was making fun of you.
Wait, there's another Gary?
Yeah, Gary Beekler.
I thought all Garys were the same.
Where'd Keith go? Oh, yeah.
No, it's like this.
Here, okay.
the guy that runs bladezone.com, the Blade Runner fan club now, he's from Ohio. And he turns to me one day, and his name is Gary Willoughby. And he says, well, I pronounce my name Gary, and you pronounce your name Gary. And I went, okay, fuck it.
Oh, is it like the Aaron
versus is the way he was saying it, and I don't care.
Yeah,
I have just accepted being called Gary, and because that's what my aunt from Ireland named me, and cursed me with being a Simi Junior. And I'm like, Dad, you let this happen. Let's see. Considered vegan if it's consensual.
I was going to say, is it vegan if it's with a paraplegic or something?
You have to read the chat in context. If only you had someone to do that for you. Thank you, Six. I think I'm the only person in this group, I think, that's actually had an audio chat with her.
Okay.
And so I wish she would come on and just do that. Just her job is to, what is it Garrett Morris used to do on Saturday Night Live for the hard of hearing? He would read or he'd just yell.
Yeah, he yelled.
There's a whole lot of wrong in that statement on the screen right now.
There
or
is.
right, depending, I guess. I mean,
yeah, I'm just taking it off screen now.
Yeah, why not? Probably a good idea.
Keith, do you have anything? Sorry, I wanted to ask if Tug had anything.
Keith had to go. We're at the 2:05 mark, so we can get the fuck out of here. When are you inviting us on your show, Tug? Huh?
Half past never. No.
I don't know if I've ever been on Tug's channel. So.
Neither one of us.
Well, we all watch. Well, everybody but Matt.
I haven't live streamed in, I don't know, like 20 days. I might live stream tonight, though, with,
Well, you know how I got onto watching you is because of John over at Entertainment Hacker. Because he's a good friend of mine.
Hacker. He's a good dude.
Yeah, and
I don't know how you feel about after school specials, but we can talk.
Oh my god! Hi, man. I don't know. You want to come on my channel?
Hey, fuck you, dude. Don't. Hey, I remember what you did with what's his name from The Outpost.
Yeah, it didn't work. I got him to follow me though.
I'll pop, like, I get bored and I'm just out. Like, if somebody invites me at the right time, I'm like, sure, fuck it, I'll go on a show. I don't care. So if people are having a show, invite me. And
I don't have a life, so anybody that invites me, I pretty much show up.
I have to be in the mood to live stream, man.
We do have a Babylon 5 show on Mondays. There, I did it again.
Oh, is Kaylee in the chat?
Yeah,
Hi, Kaylee.
She got invited. She actually got followed by Gina Carano a couple days ago, which is cool.
Yes. Now, I get excited that she did. I don't give a fuck that Yeti got followed.
I was just going to say. She didn't.
It's like, Yeti, it's not what you think. She's not after you. She doesn't care.
She's after Joey.
She doesn't want that Yeti dick.
She's after Joey.
Kaylee, on the other hand, is a sweetheart. Just an absolute amazing sweetheart. And I love jumping in. And when she posts something that somebody said to her, I like jumping in and being shitty to those people who are being mean to her.
I saw
real quick. Kaylee's got the Rebellion shirt on her avatar there, and
yes, she does.
It made me think of that shirt that got dropped last night from the Raylos.
Mm-hmm.
What was
the
it?
Raylos dropped a shirt on
Empire. Is that what it says on it or something?
Yeah,
like
welcome to the Empire.
Yeah.
But she was she got harassed by a bunch of people online. And,
I saw that, man. And the shittiest thing about it is it's for enjoying that medium that she likes and actually feeling good about something. I mean, it's amazing what these people will try to take away from you.
The good guys come after people and are the most evil, vile.
We actually invited her on to my channel for an interview actually last week on Sunday, and it was a great interview. I think she had a lot of fun, and we had a lot of people from here on. And when she turned on that camera and smiled for the first time, it was great because it was her first live stream. So it was quite an experience. I loved having her on.
Here is a sneak peek, Kaylee, of the new artwork I did for our thumbnails. It will launch on the Mikey Sutton episode. He's bringing a special guest and the official artwork of Keith and I. And we're wearing our Rebellion shirts.
Nice.
Can you put on Keith's vest? Welcome to the
Who's
Empire.
that guy above Keith?
think that's Oprah Winfrey.
I know that Keith guy, but I don't
You know what it really caused me to do that is I've started hating that artwork that's in the bottom right corner. Even though I drew it, I began hating some of my artwork, and I started hating that, and I'm like, I need to do something new. So I wanted to do us looking into the future. Like, oh, it's exciting.
I hate to tell you this, but it looks like you're trying to do something naughty to him or force him to give you a piggy.
Yeah, it always looks like I'm trying to.
I'm going to treat you like my shower curtain.
But Keith looks like he's enjoying it. I'm not saying that.
Well, they're both watching Babylon 5. Well, Gary slips it in. That's how it's working.
Oh.
It's his last best hope for a piece.
No, I just love giving Gary shit.
I like getting shit from you, Tom.
You can always just invest in a glory hole.
Because I told him privately one time, when I don't talk to him, I feel weird. Like if it goes on for like a week, it feels weird. Because I've been talking to him for so long. I remember one of my favorite things about John at Entertainment Hacker. When I first started the show with Keith, and I started talking to Tom and Andre and all these people, and John's like, you shouldn't bother them. They're big time. And I'm like, do you know what I did for a living for 30 years other than artwork? I was a journalist for an entertainment section of a magazine. I interview famous people all the time. So I feel quite comfortable talking to famous people. And I have a lot of celebrity friends. So, John, stop telling me how to do what I do. But he's a sweetheart.
Is that Tug guy still here? Oh.
Yeah, I was making fun of Yellow Flash.
Yeah, thank you, Tug, for coming. I mean, I do appreciate it.
No problem.
No,
yeah,
it's appreciated
on
by
Twitter,
all of
or
us.
did he slip in here and I didn't see him?
If you guys are wondering, I'll put the link in the chat. You can actually watch the interview. Most of us on the panel were there, except for Matt. He didn't know who I was. Still doesn't.
What was this panel for?
We had Kaylee on.
Oh.
I felt so bad for her because she felt so uncomfortable. And she had never done it. And so I felt like it was all our jobs to try to make her feel comfortable in being on the live stream. And I also think she was used to sitting in the chat, just seeing what happens. Because I've seen everybody do that. Like, especially Keith has done it when we have like a really big name that he's starstruck by. He'll forget to talk. Not you, Keith. Other Keith.
No, I know.
Yeah, that cleared it up for everyone.
Thank you, Matt.
Well, you two look so much alike.
We get confused all the time.
Especially in that different setting of lighting.
Yeah, it happened when we had Phil Morris on from
Seinfeld
Doom Patrol and Seinfeld, yeah. And
the only time they
Phil,
look
and Keith several times just kind of forgot to talk.
The only time they look different is when their shirts are off.
Yeah.
When we had Rod Laurie as well, like Keith didn't talk all that much there, like during that one either.
And it's funny because I think Rod puts up with me. He really likes Keith.
Oh, that came off like, yeah, that was clear.
Right off the get-go. He shits on me like 3 times, and I just laugh about it. It's like, because I love Rod. I really do. I respect the shit out of him. And
all right, well,
I think we're just going to go ahead and wrap it up. I was looking to see if there's any questions, but nobody's got any questions. So fuck you, chat. Letting us down. Love you guys. Appreciate everybody coming to the show today. It was so bad, Keith had to leave. Black Keith, not White Keith. White Keith just never leaves. And what, Tom?
I said, do you blame him?
No, I don't. I don't ever blame him. I expect to get that Dear John letter from him one day. Just leaving the show. Yeah, I'm done with you. I'm going to go on with Fat Steve and do this Babylon 5 show. Fuck you.
It's not because you're racist, but it's because you're racist.
Steven's the racist.
He's Canadian. What do you...
Oh, Solicessa says, fuck
you,
you,
can't
Gary.
be racist.
Thank you, buddy.
He's Canadian. That's right.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
Yeah, we're not racist up here. We just pretend we're not racist.
You're already Canucks, so yeah.
Well,
I will come down there and hit you with my Tim Hortons. I swear to God.
Confirmed to mean Gary likes Rod.
Minnesota.
You're gonna wake up. You're gonna pull off your sheets. And it's just gonna be like a pile of Timbits because I can't afford a horse head.
Oh, Timbits are awesome.
Listen,
awesome?
it's hard. It's hard to be like racist when like there's none of like there's 3 in all of Canada. You know what I mean? Like I used to say the same. Like my grandmother,
Oh, they're all our
sweetest lady
politicians.
ever lived. You know, was she a raging racist? I don't know. We didn't have a lot of POCs around where we lived, so I never saw her interact with anyone. She could have been, but none around. So she was very sweet.
No,
lady.
I just call Canada northern Minnesota because it's just
What
as boring.
the fuck, Tom? They call all of the U.S. lower Mexico.
Northern Minnesota.
No, it'd be northern Mexico. but
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Northern Mexico.
No, yeah, it's snow Mexicans. Yeah, I heard the joke.
There's
What?
no Mexicans here.
No, those are Canadians. That's
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
no Mexicans would be Canadians, man. Like Puerto Ricans are tropical.
where are you going with this?
I am not,
You're
Zach.
getting in trouble.
Keith is my partner, but I do love having.
Well,
White
everything
Keith
has
on the
gone
show.
wrong since Canada's came
Gary
along.
just likes to have an affair with me. On the side.
See, Keith doesn't matter when the lights are off. It doesn't matter what Keith's underneath the sheet.
That's right.
Yeah,
He's an amber turd under the sheet.
yeah. I like to poop and cuddle.
So, no, all of Minnesota is little Canada.
Yeah, pretty much.
By the way, I'm pretty sure they're
Except
willing to
for
sell
whatever
Canada
square
Detroit.
footage that Prince owned. Yeah.
I like Mr. Tickle Trunk's comment here. That's a good one.
Stop the Keith whitewashing. Stop the white Keith washing.
Yes, that's right. We've recast him.
I'm
Oh,
Mexican
yes.
in America. There's no Mexico. You sure?
We have less buildings on fire.
Clearly a Canadian.
We do in Canada. We do.
I mean,
Let pimp. Okay, I'll talk to him
But
about
does
it.
that really count since you have less buildings, though? I mean,
No,
that's
we
what I was
no.
going to say. Like, I mean, it's
Tom,
mostly just a
I
time
have.
thing.
I want to point out something, Christian, and I wonder if maybe you can answer the question. I've got friends, a lot of friends from Puerto Rico, and I have a lot of friends from Cuba, and they both talk shit about each other, Puerto Ricans and Cubans. What is that the fuck about?
They're different people.
No, they just really talk shit. You know, it's like fucking Cubans and Puerto Ricans will do that, and they'll do it while I'm sitting there, and I'm like going, the fuck. And I've always found it interesting. It's not like an isolated incident. It happened a lot with a lot of different people.
I like how you put that together. You're like, what the fuck? And I always find that interesting.
It is interesting, but what the fuck? You know, it's like, what is there some sort of like long-term hatred between these two places? I never understood that. I still don't.
I will say one thing that's Canadian fact. If we actually do ride or set stuff on fire, we at least make sure the gasoline spells sorry while we're setting the shit on fire.
Sorry, that's right.
hey, we're burning
It
down
has
this
to
house,
say
but we're doing
sorry.
it controlled, eh?
We always leave a post note saying sorry for the damage we've caused. On to the next building, eh?
What's that all about?
It's written in English and French.
No, that's the Quebecers. Fuck those bitches. We don't care for that.
Okay, look, they're Canadian. All right, you can't.
No,
believe
they
those
might
are
be Canadian, but they're the ones fucking up Florida for us.
They are the isolationist Canadians.
Yeah, they are. They were really like, we want a referendum because we want to secede Canada, but we still want to keep your currency. Get the fuck out. It's like moving on, still wanting an allowance. Get the fuck out. Like, come on.
So, with Dominicans too. Yeah, I can see that too.
Well,
it's just really
no one
weird.
likes
It's just
Dominicans.
really weird. And it's sort of like when they did the
Cocaine.
Selena Gomez or is that her name? The singer Selena.
Yeah.
Lena Selena?
They did the docu-film with her. Great casting, but a bunch of people got pissed that the actress was Puerto Rican and not Mexican. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
Made a big issue.
I mean, here in
with
San
J-Lo
Antonio, like
playing
they
her
take that
originally
shit
too,
legit.
yeah.
Okay, Mr. Tickle Trunk writes, we have BLM in Canada for some reason. Meanwhile, not one of those people say shit about First Nations people being screwed
Oh,
over.
hell no, they don't.
Wait,
Yeah.
The problem
So,
with
like-
BLM in Canada is all three black guys are like, holy shit.
Right,
No,
like-
no, that's not true. They're still in the opponent line. She had enough money for those signs to start protesting.
They're just
Seriously,
like,
they're
oh,
just like
come
all
on,
five-
guys.
all 5 Black Lives Matter here
Sorry,
in Canada.
hoser.
Although they're all white guys. Well, actually, white women, I should say.
Canada's idea of a protest is banging on the glass windows of a police station until they get what they want. That's pretty much
Oh,
what
I
it
was
is.
gonna
Canada's idea of a protest
Banging
is
on the
looking
glass.
at you sternly.
You bigot. Those aren't glass windows. That's a glass ceiling.
I was going to say banging on the glass at a hockey rink.
No, look up what happened when they arrested someone, because when they were vandalizing the statues, you will actually see it. They had a little small group outside the police station on College and Young. Yeah.
Yeah, but how many of those idiots are probably from the U.S. who are going to college up there or some stupid shit?
I don't care.
I'm serious.
Yeah, it makes sense, though. It does make sense. Yeah.
Gary's trying to start a racial beef.
Yeah, he's like,
Canada and U.S. is racial beef?
Yeah,
What?
because normally a riot in Canada is like, hey, don't make me come out there, eh?
Yeah, wasn't it like the South Park when they're like, I'm not your friend, guy.
I'm not your buddy, friend.
I'm not your guy, friend.
No. Canadian protest is literally a drive-by sweatering.
by the way, Gary, like the whole battle thing. Gary's like, hey, so what's up with North Koreans and South Koreans? They don't seem to get along. What's up? What's happening?
What's up with
in that
that?
area? Yeah.
Okay, well, you remember?
Hey, I'd like to get a pound of that racial beef. Can I get that sliced?
With
thin sliced?
But you remember when the whole Floyd protest started going across everywhere, right? We had a protest march up here, but it was literally everyone was spaced out with social distancing. There was over like 2,000 people all just walking, no violence and no nothing. It was hilarious. The news operators were like, "I'm trying to look scared, but no one's being not polite."
Take a look at Zach's post there, his comment. We had BLM rally here, and the organizers said nobody was allowed to discuss indigenous issues. This was their time.
They should have thought of a catchy acronym as well. Maybe they would get attention. Sorry.
MB.
Sorry.
Streets of Fire is a really very well made but fun film. Great soundtrack. What a soundtrack!
God, yeah.
You know, when they made that, they had to shoot during the day because like ages of some of the actors. So they had this big giant tarp that went all like over the set, and it was like 100 and something degrees under that. Oh my
God!
And they were just dying.
Before I forget,
and shit.
Sorry, I almost forgot. Tug, what are you doing Saturday? 6 p.m. Eastern.
I don't know.
Usually
trying to sleep before that 5.5 hour long flash cast.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I just want to remind people there is a cheerleader outfit stream tomorrow. I think every man should take a look at. Tom knows
it's on my calendar, man.
It's on every man's calendar.
Why are you talking like you're talking in your hand?
Because I don't want you to give me the evil look of death.
I want anybody else to hear.
I'm not really talking.
I'm trying to whisper to Tug.
This is between
Only Tug can hear me. Only Tug.
Don't
if I
repeat
cover
this.
my mouth, you can't hear. You can't
Don't
see my
repeat
mouth
this
moving.
outside of this room.
It's okay if I promote my own
Jack,
shit.
don't
If I
tell
do
anyone.
it like this, it doesn't count.
I don't know you, but would you like to come on Street Smarts?
Tonight on Midnight Edge, Tom will talk about.
I didn't ask him if he wanted to come on. I just asked how he feels about after school specials.
That's your opening line to every time.
How do you know?
Because you said it
I'm
every
already
show
booked
you've been
tomorrow.
on.
We already have a guest coming on tomorrow.
Culture?
He's there every day.
Why do I feel like I'm on Golden Girls all of a sudden?
I don't know. It really does feel that way.
I'm just saying, like, no, we already have a guest. Saggy Melons will be on tomorrow. We're doing the Mr. T after school special.
I'm just trying to figure out which one's Sophie.
He's Sophie.
That was one was the badass. Which one was the horror?
He's here.
All of them.
I don't think
they're all horror for a paycheck. What are you talking about?
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot lady was a lady of the night.
Yeah, she played. Yeah, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah,
a movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger tricked Stallone into doing.
What I get this motherfucker to do?
A movie so bad it cannot even be a guilty pleasure.
It has some moments like when he had the diaper on.
Oh, you've actually seen it?
Oh yeah,
it's actually not.
I've never seen it. I just refuse to watch it.
It's not as horrible as it's been made out to be. It's just more. It's the joke is funnier that Schwarzenegger tricked Sly into doing it in the first place. Actually, though.
So that's what's worse, that movie or MK Annihilation?
MK Annihilation.
Yeah.
Oh,
close.
Man.
And I have to say that because I've never made it more than like 14 minutes into MK2. So
Well, Shellback wants to know why you're harassing Mardigan, Steve.
Why is that turtle talking, and why do I care?
Wow.
That's one tough turtle.
Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Am I not turtly enough? The movie becomes funnier when you picture Arnold watching it and laughing at it.
Maybe that's what I can do. Maybe I will watch it now, and I'll be Arnold.
I can't believe I didn't.
I skipped it when it came out, and I've never wanted to watch it, but I'm going to watch it now because somebody said they liked
Miami
it.
Connection. You have to watch Miami Connection.
No, you don't.
Clearly, Fast Steven has been wrong about almost everything that he has said this entire stream. So you really don't want to listen to him. I'm telling you.
He's saying this while laughing because he knows what he's saying is bullshit.
No, this isn't how I laugh. See, that's not a laugh. You can tell by the absence of audible sound.
That's
not a laugh.
I actually have a friend who doesn't.
So
his mouth opens up and he
So
goes,
ignorant.
and that's how he
Oh,
laughs.
but can you hear the when they
No,
do the
nothing comes out. That's what makes it so funny. And then I can't. I have this really loud, Rich Evans kind of laugh. So it just cracks me up. He just goes, nothing comes out. It's weird. Creepy.
If you cover your mouth, they can't see your mouth laugh.
I want to thank the chat for showing up. I want to thank all of our panel coming in. And thanks for coming in again, Tug. This is the second time you've jumped in with this group. We deeply appreciate it. Tom, we always love when you jump in with us. It's too bad Keith couldn't stick around. He had family stuff.
Tug, and you still came back?
No, I forgot where I was going.
Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Longest ending ever.
Yeah, we've been ending for like 20 minutes.
Easily.
So I'm going to go ahead and end it. I want to thank the chat. Thanks for the super chats and the stickers. And again, thanks to my dais. What a great crowd. I love Geek Time's background is so fucking blue. It really pops that blonde hair of his. And we're eventually going to get him to pop that shirt off. And we're going to do it for Rebecca so she can get some more money. And you can sit there and you can sit there and go, not going to happen. It's going to happen. It's totally going to happen.
We can put him in a Marilyn Monroe dress.
You're going to pop this. Oh, Marilyn Monroe dress.
Gotta delay that ending again for sexual harassment.
Geek Time TV intro.
There we go. Because I was about to hit the video, and you guys get going. All right.
Well, hit the video. What do we wait? Have you hit it?
Goodbye, chocolate mousse. I'll never forget you. Goodbye, Ducroix. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, Deja Vu. I'll always remember you. And I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow.